The Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association is the largest of 3 sanctioned national pulling associations with 16 classes and more than 350 competing vehicles streamed on outlawpulling.tv.
The official fan app for truck and tractor pulling. Sign up, pick winners, win cash. It's that easy. fullpull.us.
Coal Train Energy is American-made energy and Midwest based in Syracuse, Missouri. Free shipping is available at coaltrainenergy.com. Check out their new flavors online.
Experience the thrill of pulling on Outlaw Pulling TV. Don't miss a second of the summer's intense pulling. Subscribe now for your monthly membership at outlawpulling.tv and enjoy full access to all the action. Join today at outlawpulling.tv.
Full Pull Live brings the non-stop adrenaline-pumping action right to the comfort of your living room. Subscribe today and save 20% on trackside commentary, on-air interviews, and exclusive behind-the-scenes footage. Use code BeerMoneyPulling and start watching today.
Are you ready for the greatest motorsport on Earth? Introducing Full Pull Live, your front row seat to all the action. Don't miss the prestigious NTPA Enderley Memorial Pull-Off, live from Urbana, Ohio on September 14th. Purchase your subscription this week for just $19.99. Full Pull Live, the greatest motorsport on Earth, streams here.
Let's make some noise. Good running. John Deere, Animal Deep Iowa coming up. We got one right behind us.
Are you ready for the greatest motorsport on Earth? Introducing Full Pull Live, your front row seat to all the action. Don't miss the prestigious NTPA Enderley Memorial Pull-Off, live from Urbana, Ohio on September 14th. Purchase your subscription this week for just $19.99. Full Pull Live, the greatest motorsport on Earth, streams here.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Let's Go Pulling. My name's Jason. This is Kenzie. We have the Allison up in the top right corner as you look at that. She works for Full Pull, and I get to spend time with her in the trailer. And she looks pretty, but she's sassy. I just want to throw that out there. And her dad wins Grand National Championships in the mini rod. So shout out to Brian McDonald.
Yes.
Very little sanity. Very little sanity. Your Grand National mini rod winner. And the Mike Ito. Got the stash going on, Mike. Is this? Hold on, let's make him big here. I want to throw this out right away. Mike, what's up with the stash? This is something.
Hey man, it's just, it's fall and it kind of feels like it's the thing to do, and the kids are wearing them these days, and some people debut tractors on Let's Grow Pulling and some people debut mustaches. It just felt like the direction to go.
Mike, I thought fall was pumpkin spice lattes, not mustaches.
I don't know. It felt fitting. Razor ran out of batteries right here, and we just rolled with it.
Awesome. Hey, great camera work this weekend for Outlaw TV. Proud of you, buddy. So,
thank you. Appreciate that. It's always a ton of fun.
So the greatest motorsport on Earth streams here. Full Pull Live. We are bringing on the Allison from Full Pull. Oops, what did I do wrong? Why didn't she work? There she is. The Allison. Kenzie shaking her hand.
I'm the one that you guys always hear when Jason says, Allison, put this up. That's me.
Allison, put this up. Allison, put this up. So, no, Allison's amazing. We get to work with her all summer long. Get some big announcements for Full Pull. Kind of got everybody's been like, what are you guys going to do this fall? And we've been just scheming behind the scenes like little mad scientists trying to figure out what we're going to do. And we have a special super duper offer for the Enderley this weekend for new subscribers, or maybe people that only subscribed for a month because they made a terrible mistake and they forgot to hit the resubscribe or they canceled it or whatever, or they ran out of money because they bought too many cigarettes. But all I'm saying is we have an awesome offer. Allison, take it over, girlfriend.
Yeah, so we have two very exciting things going on right now. So the first is what Jason was talking about with our exciting offer. So for this week only, you can purchase your Full Pool Live subscription for $19.99 for the first month. So head on over there. You'll be able to watch Enderly and you'll catch all that action. We're all really excited to go to Enderly. Like Jason said, my dad made it in. So we're excited to see him and all the other champions pool. So we will be live at 5 p.m. on Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, and you'll be able to catch all of the regional classes. And then you'll also be able to watch all the Grand National classes Saturday night at 7 p.m. And again, that was only $19.99, so that's a special, your first month. And then we are super excited.
With that, Allison, you get all the replays. So with that 19, they can go watch Toma. They can go watch Bowling Green.
Absolutely.
Mike, how excited are you right now? Mike, think about that.
I'm pretty tickled. That's something that if you don't already have it, you need it. The way it was being presented there at first, I thought, well, $19.99. I paid more than that to watch Enderly by itself in the past. So that's a ticket price right there. So I was like, hey, a whole month worth of the rest of the content, but to be able to go backwards on that too, maybe you didn't see some Chapel Hill, maybe you didn't see some Fort Recovery. Go back and check out some of the stuff from the previous part of the year. That's a steal.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go watch all of our content, all the live streams that we've done with that subscription. And of course, you get to watch Enderly. And who doesn't love a good special, a good deal?
Alyssa Marshall says, the Allison. Like, is that one of your friends? Did you pay somebody $20 to comment, Allie?
I promised her that if she came and commented that I would take care of her next time we went to Mexican restaurant.
Chuck Hobbs is checking. If you have any questions about Full Pull Live or fullpullpicks.com or whatever, it's amazing. We've had a blast this year. It's only getting started. I'm telling you, we're learning every single week. We just get better with every show. Full Pull Picks just keeps getting better and better. And in a few minutes here, we're going to unveil the fall lineup. It's not the full fall lineup. Allison's still in negotiations with our team on some other events as well, but we're excited. We're going to be going kind of all over the country from coast to coast, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're super excited to unveil that here on the Let's Grow Pooling podcast. Super excited just to talk about Full Pool and everything that we're doing. We are, like Jason said, we keep learning every week and we keep getting better and better, and we keep going with NTPA. And like Jason said, NTPA is starting to wrap up a little bit for the year, but we still have plans. So don't go anywhere with your Full Pool Live subscription. We have, yes, $20. Yeah, I paid her. It's fine. We won't talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you have to pay. You have to pay to play. That's how it goes.
I got to get all that PR in while I can, because I usually get Jason saying, "Allie, why isn't it there? Put it up."
I have a lot of patience, don't I, Kenzie?
So much.
Like when you two get together, because you have to deal with me the most. I feel bad for both of you. You could have like a little workshop on.
Kenzie and I have our little powwows in the corner, and we're like, man, Jason said this week. I'm like, man.
I can say whatever I want on this show, Allie. Just so
okay.
I can say outlaw. I can say this. I can say that. I can say it all. I can say NTPA. It's all fun. That's an inside joke with Allie and I. So it's all good. So that's probably in US dollars. Yes, it is. I don't know what that converts to, but $19.99. It's this week only, and you sign up, you get it all. That's it.
And typically
you're saving $20 that first month.
Yep. Typically our subscription is $39.99. So you're saving $20 for that first month. And it is $19.99 in US dollars.
Yeah, $27 in Canadian. Kenzie just did a quick
conversion.
I was converting to pesos. I just assumed that we wanted to know how much it would be in Mexico, but that works too.
How much in pesos would it be? I'm curious.
397 pesos and 86 peso cents. I don't know how you say that. Because it's not dollars.
Senor, I want to watch the Full Pool Live.
About 400 pesos. We'll just round up and,
around that. A good estimate.
The American dollar is doing well in Mexico, evidently.
Everybody does that now, Mike. McDonald's is like, hey, do you want to round up for Ronald McDonald House? I thought we just round up.
I feel like such a good person. I don't do a lot of like random selfless acts in life. I'm a fairly selfish person. So when I get to do that, I'm like, you know what? This is good. I feel good about doing that.
I love Todd. We all got screwed this month. Not really, Todd. You've got to enjoy it all year round. Okay. Some people they didn't do it. So this is our one last chance to grab you with the Enderly, and we know that many people are going to be going to this. And Full Pull Live is awesome. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. It is legit. We got 5 or 6 different camera angles. We have in-house announcers. It's just awesome. I love it. We've been doing some driver interviews.
Yeah. One of the
Thursday night from Sandwich, Allie and Doug and Rogo had me go out, and I actually announced Matt from trackside. So it was kind of fun. It was
Which
kind of
is honestly one of my favorite things from growing up and pulling just in general was being able to see the drivers pull off the track and getting that interview right away and getting that raw reaction of, I just made a really good run and I think I pulled into the lead. You know, will it stick? Will it not? What will I have done different? Or going and getting the, you know, you just won a championship. You're not even out of your helmet yet. How does that feel? And those are some of the great things that you're going to see over on Full Pull Live is that raw emotion and that immediate reaction that you're not going to be able to get anywhere else.
Justin Gerhardt shook me off, Allie, after his cream of the crop did a little bouncy. He's like, I have the mic in there. And he's like, no. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, no.
You're also going to get that was a bad run. I don't want to talk about it. Give me 10 minutes.
Yep. No, it's all good. Again, we're going to introduce our fall lineup here in a few minutes. So what does Tyler always do on the No Practice podcast? They do like 5 rapid, what is it, the 5?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Is that the 5 rapid questions?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Rapid fire.
Let's do it with Allie. Allie,
gosh.
favorite food?
Chicken and rice.
Kenzie, ask Allie.
Favorite pull that you did not work at?
Favorite pool that I didn't work at? Well, I worked at all of them this year.
Oh, I meant
in general.
Oh, in general, I think Bowling Green is always my favorite.
What's your favorite pool that you didn't get to go to this year though, because of Full Pull? Like, is there another event?
No, like I said, Bowling Green is my birthday every year, so I love going there and being able to celebrate with all my friends and pulling family. So I got to go.
Doug Borth from Full Pull as well. Allie's cohort, teammate. How do we describe him? He's special. He's special. Just secured a huge guest for the podcast this week. I guarantee Hope typed that in for Doug because Doug is not good. If you ever watch Doug Borth type, it's like watching a chicken go eat. Tick, 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 tick. We've seen him do that before. So.
He's probably been working on typing that one for a while.
Mike, give Allie a question.
What's on your playlist when you travel to a pull? What are we jamming out to, getting psyched up with?
Easy.
Taylor Swift.
Anything Taylor Swift.
Oh, for real? That was not the response I was anticipating.
I am going to see her in November. I'm so excited. Taylor Swift all the way.
Well, just get your Chiefs tickets. You can see her anytime.
I'm a Ravens fan.
I read on the internet that's not a real relationship. They're just doing it for publicity.
That was fake.
No such thing as bad. What is it? Yeah, no such thing as bad news or something like that.
Bad publicity. Mike.
No thing is bad publicity.
Oh, bad news is still bad news, I guess. Okay.
Straight from the teacher's mouth. Straight from the teacher's mouth. She listens to smut. That's a smut. Oh, shoot.
Oh, geez.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. So in 2 minutes, we're going to unveil the fall lineup. So for those of you watching, ask Allie a question. Anything goes here on Let's Grow Pulling. And, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Anything it does. Anything it does. Allie, what's been so you grew up in pulling. Your dad's a stud. He's a super nice guy. Won a Grand National Championship. You guys watching her in the booth when her dad pulls. Oh my God. It is But I mean, just the raw emotion and the feeling. It's so cool like that. But what's it been like being the daughter of a puller your whole life?
Good question.
You know, honestly, I
Thanks,
think
Mike.
about this a lot, especially now that I work pulling full time, and I truthfully wouldn't have given up growing up and pulling for anything. I love the family. I love meeting the fans, and it truthfully, you know, I couldn't have asked for a better upbringing, being able to be around the pullers, being in that atmosphere. You know, you aren't going to find any better people than the pullers. You know, I can't tell you how many times my dad has broken or I have broken, and we've had, 6, 7, 10, 15 pullers come over saying, what can we do? What do you need? What can we do to help you get down the track the next night? And these are your competitors that are coming up to you, and you're not going to find that anywhere else. And that just love and family friendship is absolutely incredible.
Well said.
Do I miss pulling the two-wheel drive? I do. I do a little bit. I've absolutely loved pulling, and pulling the two-wheel drive was one of my highlights of, my life. Was the first time I ever drove it down the track. I actually drove it at the North Carolina State Fair for the very first time, and I can't describe the feeling of getting out of a pulling vehicle after you just pulled. Absolutely incredible. As much as I miss it, Chase has had a great year with the two-wheel drive this year, and how can you be mad about a guy that went out and won a championship in the two-wheeler? And plus, I'm really loving what I do with full pull. It's a different side of tractor pulling that not a lot of people get to experience, and that's something I'm so grateful for, and I'm learning every day. Maybe one day I'll get back in the seat, but right now I'm really enjoying what I'm doing with full pull.
What a perfect segue when she talked about the North Carolina State Fair.
Absolutely.
Because it won't be long. Oh, Dan's watching. Dan, the man from the NTPA, is watching tonight. Dan, I was supposed to call you back today. I'll call you back tomorrow.
This was your reminder, Jason, that, hey, you didn't call
He probably was like, yeah, I'll teach him. No, he called me right before a Zoom call, and you know how that goes. And then I took a phone call, and I saw a shiny object, and away we go. Mike, can you give me a drum roll? Mike, give me a drum roll. There it is.
North Carolina State Fair.
Kenzie's looking because she wants to know where she's going.
Oh yeah, that's
very true.
We're really, really excited to be able to announce part of our fall schedule. Like Jason said earlier, stay tuned for some more events being added to this. But right now, you're going to be able to watch these 4 events live this fall. So the first one's going to be the North Carolina State Fair, which, like I said, holds a really special place in my heart. It was the first time that I ever.
Did you break the truck there, Allie?
I did. So I drove in the afternoon Saturday session, and I was like 3rd or 4th hook, and I broke one of the headers off, and it didn't fall off. There's pictures of it and videos of me driving off the track with the header just kind of hanging down.
Where could we find these videos, Allison McDonald? Are they
on my phone, Jason Schultz.
I think they should be on social media, don't you, Mackenzie?
So anyways, moving on. It was like 3rd or 4th hook. It was the first time I ever drove, and the famous line from the No Practice podcast is there's no practice in pulling. Mm-hmm. But lucky for me, they reset the sled. I didn't do a great run. It was my first time driving. And so I came back later in the class, and I actually ended up winning the Saturday session at the North Carolina State Fair. So it was a very special place to me. So I'm really excited to go back down there, and we're going to be live streaming it October 18th and 20th. And then we are going to be heading to Texas to an outlaw pool in the Dragon and Poolin' in the Pines, October 25th and 26th, excuse me. So the next weekend, heading down south. Again, really excited for that one too. I've never been to Texas, so I'm really excited to see it and experience some more outlaw pools. We went to Rock Valley this year, and that was just an awesome experience. And then we will be in Georgia at Diesel's and Dark Corners on November 1st and 2nd. And then we are heading out, we're hauling out to California, which my dad's really excited to go to California. He's like, I'm going to this. I don't care how I have to make it happen. And we're going to be live streaming the Golden State Invitational. And that's going to be November 8th and 9th. So we have a lot of pooling going on. Like I said, this isn't even our full schedule yet. We still have a lot more events that we are working on securing. And so keep an eye on our social media and on your email. And if you're not on our email list, make sure you subscribe. So that way you can keep up with all the action that's going on and get all the updates of where we're going to be, what's going on. We also are, working on, we'll have picks live. If you haven't tried full pull picks yet, make sure you head over. You get a $20 credit for new users. And this weekend, you can actually, all the Enderly picks are open already. So you'll be able to check those out, start thinking about who are you going to pick as your winners at Enderly. As you know, that's the best of the best pulling off, and they don't hold back.
It's the all-star poll. It's at the end of the season, and they're all good and go. Tyler Slaw. Tyler, can we borrow $4,000? We heard you have What did he? I saw this. Did you guys see a Snapchat? He said something about those big Happy Gilmore checks or fake checks make it all seem worth it. So
that's
Todd, Allie, this is a perfect question. So yes, we've only been covering pretty much NTPA events. But Full Pull Live is more than just NTPA.
Yes, absolutely.
So with your monthly subscription, Todd, you get all of this with your monthly subscription. This is why
this is for your Full Pull Live subscription. So this year we've been doing all the NTPA Grand National events. Like I mentioned earlier, we have done an outlaw event. We went to Rock Valley and did Thunder in the Valley, which was so much fun. And we are going to be covering more than just outlaw event or NTPA events in the fall. And one of those is going to be the event in Texas that is outlaw. And there's Tyler's famous nickname for me. He likes to call my dad B McD, and I'm A McD. And Tyler, for the first probably couple months that we knew each other, he did not know that my name was Allie. And Courtney said something like, "Oh, we have to bring this for Allie," and he's like, "Who is Allie?" Like, A McD, and he knew exactly who it was.
And Diesel's in Dark Corners, arguably one of the biggest diesel trucks pulls in the country.
Oh,
We
yeah.
live streamed that last year on Beer Money TV for 9 hours, baby.
If it's not the biggest, there's no way it's not, because I mean, just think about it. Like, if it's not the biggest, it would be mind-boggling to see what the biggest one is. On the Dragon and Pulling in the Pines, will that be co-streamed on outlawpulling.tv as well, or will that be shifted entirely over to Full Pull?
We're still talking about that, Mike. So I don't have the exact answer on that.
No problem.
I'll let you know soon. So Todd's good. But Diesel's there. And then MLM Motorsports promotes the Golden State Invitational. That's their Enderly out there. That's their end of year pull, and it's awesome. 2 nights. Kenzie's been out there. I took Ron Stone out there with me last year to do some announcing. It's going to be a great event. And there's more to come. There'll be stuff coming in January, February, March, April. The goal is to keep this all year round. I would say December, Allie, will probably be the only month we don't have a live stream because that's kind of banquet season. And Allie needs some time off to go home. Yeah.
My cats miss me when I'm gone. I've got to spend some time with them, Jason.
I understand. So North Carolina State Fair, Full Pull with your current Full Pull Live subscription, which if you're not one, you can get one this month for $19.99. Catch Enderly, then you can go back and watch everything we've done this year. Okay. Then it just renews for $39.99 a month. But you get the North Carolina State Fair, you get Dragon and Pulling in the Pines, you get Diesels in Dark Corners, Golden State Invitational. But the Enderly this week is huge because of all the regional action and the Grand National action. Allie, I'm really excited that Full Pull Live is doing that.
And like I said, we're going to be starting the live stream for the regional classes. So the regional classes start about at 5 p.m. So we'll be live for those. And we're going to roll straight into the Grand National classes. So make sure that you hop on early, catch all your favorite regional pullers, and then stick around to see your Grand National favorites battle it out for the prestigious Enderly Memorial Pull-Off.
Allie, are you going to live stream any of the banquets? That could be trouble.
No,
That
is a question that I don't have an answer to.
Banquets are made more for celebrations, Chad, and less publicity, more celebration. That's a nice way to say it.
That is not something that I have an answer to at this time. I'd love to.
And it's okay to say you don't have an answer.
You know, I'm adult enough to say I don't know.
I'm adult enough to say it. Well said. All right, let's do a little fullpullpicks.com action. Kenzie, can you bring that up for me?
If you click on to show my.
Oh, you want me to do that? I thought you did it.
You gotta bring me up.
Oh, sorry. The no button. That one.
Tell them how it is, Kenzie.
It says remove.
Then why isn't it showing up?
Should be showing up. Do I not have the right monitor up there? No, that's not it. There it is. Oh, you were right. I was wrong. Allie, practice that, Allie.
I heard that.
First time for everything, right?
So I got some stories about Mike Idle. I let him have access to my fullpullpicks.com account.
Yeah.
I had to start over. But go ahead and click on Unlimited's head-to-head there, please. All right, so this is what we got going on. I know we got to zoom in on that a little bit, but basically she's working on it. So this is for the Underleaf fans. You're going to go to fullpullpicks.com. If you do not have an account yet, you get signed up. It's only $20. You get $20, and you can add it on there. Or you get $20 put into your account. So we have some head-to-heads. What is that there?
Joe Ader with Emacs versus cross-threaded and with Adam Bauer, Doug Theobald with Flobo and Wicked, Ricky Rose with Giddy Up, and Dave Richardson with Foursome.
So fans, they don't have to win it. They just have to win out of that group, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to pick between. Scroll back up, Ken's.
So
So you
you're
pick
looking
between-
at and you're picking who's going to win between Emacs and cross-threaded.
Yep. And then in the second bunch, you out of the third, then you pick out of those three who will do the best out of those three, and bang, and that's how you do it. It's super cool. What other classes do we have up so far? Pro Stock. What do we got for Pro Stock?
You got Brent Meyer with a Jet.
Grand National Champion, back to back, baby.
Yeah.
Look how close those odds are, man. Usually there's a big spread on those. That tells me people are indecisive
There's not a
on that one.
favorite there. It's almost
Well,
like
that
there's
makes a lot of sense. You have your Grand National Champion versus what I would argue is the best at winning a single session. Julia Ray out of nowhere. Julia Ray is really good at stacking up wins. So that's a tough pick.
Then we have Chance McGrath with Last Chance 2 versus Brandon Simon with Bound Heavy X versus Mike Connie with Back Nasty. And Chance and Brandon are tied for odds.
Mm-hmm.
That first one, that's going to be a fun game to watch that one develop and watch those odds bounce back and forth. I bet no one ever gets above 2 point whatever. I bet they stay really tight the whole time on that.
Well, and I think the Pro Stock class in general is going to be really fun to watch at, and really that any one of those can go out and win.
All right, so now we're on the Diesel Supers with Mr. Ross with Triple Bypass versus the famous Azimlane.
The King of Smoke.
King of Smoke, yes.
Dr. Diesel.
Then we have Super Rooster with Campaign versus Steve Bridge with Lock and Load and Brandon Hunt with Living a Dream.
So again, you pick. So who do the best? Who do you think will do the best? And Esden picked off Ross Saturday afternoon in Sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's possible. Everybody knows when Colin gets on a long track, Colin's tough to beat. He's got a gear and he's got some horsepower when he gets on a long track like that. So I would like Colin in this setup just because of the long track.
No doubt about it.
You see long distances at the Enderley. They let him run. And then out of that next bunch, that's going to be a toss-up.
Again, that's a class that any one of them. So
2-1 right now.
Yeah.
So. All right, what's next class, Kins?
Next one is Mods.
Oh, who do we got for Mods?
We got Bill Leishner with Dirt Slinger versus Brandon Simon and Simon Said.
And that's your 1 and 2 in Grand National points.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you flip it. Simon won PPL points, right? Mike, that's where you're supposed to say yes. I think I know. So he did. Brandon Simon won PPL points, and I think Leishner was second. I think they flip flopped there.
Oh,
I was sitting there mulling over that's Bill Leishner's first ever NTPA Grand National Points Championship, which is a weird statement to say because a man like Bill Leishner, who's been around forever and has done nothing but win his entire career, you would have thought he'd have had 3 or 4 or 5 of those laying around in the shop. But interesting little story this year with him winning his first Grand National Championship.
And everybody noticed the 0 in my account up there on the right. That's Mike Idle's fault. I just want to be clear.
You know what? I bet on all the safety picks, and you would sit there and be like, oh, we're never going to make money if you keep doing that. So then we started betting on wild stuff. So
it's all good.
Hey, man.
It's all Jason's fault.
Let's do one more. Then let's recap the fall lineup. And then we got Tracy back in makeup from, is it Nevada, Missouri or Nevada, Missouri?
Nevada.
I just like saying that to wind you Missourians up. Logan. So our office it's in an office building, and we have a dance studio that kicks up during the school year. So when I bring Logan down here, everybody that moves in the hall, they hear him. So it's all good. But Logan likes to be on
Logan was in dance classes.
Yeah, well, they're usually the boom, shake a boom next door. What do you got next?
Then we got
Ooh, mini rods.
Mini rods.
Yes. So we got Ryan McDonald with very little sanity.
Look at the odds on that right now.
I was just thinking.
The money's going on Ken Vaney.
Ooh.
All I'm going to say is that I think it's important to remember who won Enderley last year.
And who won the Grand National points?
All right, well, so the points I can take out because any given track, there's tracks that Dad doesn't do great on. There's tracks that everyone doesn't do great on, but Dad did win Enderley last year, so Just gonna throw that out there.
So that's a good bet, is what she's saying.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not telling y'all what to do with your money.
And then you got Grant Theobald, Adam Kester, and Chase Richardson. Chase won. What your dad drove Chase's tractor in? Where were we? Wasion on Friday.
So we were in Wasion, and Wasion and Canton are both on Friday night. So Chase took the two-wheeler. He had the points lead, so he took the two-wheeler down to Canton. And then Dad and I went to Wasion. So Dad drove his mini rod, and he pulled into first at the time that he ran. And then Ken ran a few tractors later, pulled into first, and that one he pulled into first by a couple of inches. And Ken's pass held for the rest of the class. And then Dad came out towards the very, very end of the class. And probably one of the coolest moments of pulling that I've ever witnessed was he pulled into first by 10 foot in Chase's tractor at the same exact moment that Chase was in the winner's circle in Canton with the two-wheel drive. And they actually caught it on Full Pull Live. So if you want to go watch it, go subscribe to Full Pull Live. But they actually caught Chase watching on his phone the live stream from Wasion. And Chase watched as he's standing in the winner's circle, Dad win in Chase's tractor. And that was actually the run that put Chase into Enderley. So Chase was in sixth in points. And with that run, he was able to clinch the Enderley spot. And it was honestly one of my favorite moments, was just seeing, you know, the excitement on the track from Dad and the Richardson crew, and then also seeing Chase's reaction to watching that. It was one of the favorite memories I've ever had in pulling. And like I said, I've been doing this for my entire life, and that, you know, that's something that you're never going to forget.
All right. So let's recap the fall schedule one more time, Allie.
Absolutely. So we will be at the North Carolina State Fair in Raleigh, North Carolina on October 18th through the 20th. So that's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you get a lot of pulling action with that one. And then we are heading down to Texas to the Dragon and Pulling in the Pines. And that is going to be October 25th through the 26th. And then you can catch us in White Plains, Georgia, and Diesels in Dark Corners, November 1st through 2nd. And then finally, we're going to wrap things up out in California. We are going all the way out there for the Golden State Invitational, and that's going to be November 8th through 9th. And again, this is not our complete fall schedule. So make sure that you keep an eye on our social media, on your email. If you don't get our emails, make sure you subscribe. And we will be sending out all of our finalized events and update you all as soon as we can with what's going on. And we're really excited to bring you guys a lot more pulling in this off season. So, and again, you can catch your subscription and check it out for $19.99 this week only. You'll get the Enderley pull off. You get all the rewinds from our past events, and you can see how great it is, and then stick around for these events in the fall.
Awesome, Allie. Thanks for coming on. Have fun at Enderley this weekend. We're gonna go to Tracy next in Nevada, Missouri. It's Nevada, right, Mike?
It's Nevada.
I just like doing that to Mike. So, Allie, have a great night. Thanks for coming on Let's Grow Pulling.
Thanks for having me, y'all. Have a good night.
Are you ready for the greatest motorsport on Earth? Introducing Full Pull Live, your front row seat to all the action. Don't miss the prestigious NTPA Enderley Memorial Pull-Off, live from Urbana, Ohio on September 14th. Purchase your subscription this week for just $19.99. Full Pull Live, the greatest motorsport on Earth, streams here.
Mark your calendars. You won't want to miss this action-packed event. Join us Saturday, September 14th for all the fun and action at the MSTPA Vernon County Truck and Tractor Pull at the Vernon County Fairgrounds in Nevada, Missouri. Gates open at 4 p.m. Show starts at 6:30. Enjoy meeting the drivers, taking photos, and watching local pullers and pullers from all across the 4 states compete. Concessions will be available during this event, and all funds from the event will be going to the local rural fire departments.
Tracy.
Hello.
Welcome to Let's Grow Pulling. How are you tonight?
Good, thank you.
Well, thanks for coming on. I know how to say Nevada. I just like messing with Mike because Mike lives in. Mike, where do you live again?
Bevier, Missouri, up by Macon.
If I may, okay.
Yep.
Missouri as well.
Tracy's like, where the hell is Bevier,
Yeah,
Missouri?
no.
Okay, well, I didn't know about Bevier, but I know Macon. So
Perfect.
Well said,
Perfect.
Tracy.
Perfect.
Well said. Tracy, let's talk Nevada. What do you got going on this weekend?
well, this weekend we have our Vernon County Truck and Tractor Pool, and it's going to be a great event. We recently just created the Vernon County Pullers Association. We've had the Truck and Tractor Pool for several years, but we recently just this year created the Vernon County Pullers Association because the event's been hosted by other organizations, like by the Youth Fair. There was another nonprofit that hosted it, and it was just getting to where there weren't as many people that were probably going to step up and host it. So the pullers in our county came together and we decided to create this nonprofit organization where therefore we will host this pool every year and we can give the funds to, as a donation to any nonprofit that, any organization we choose to donate to.
Awesome. So this is actually part of the fair or just like a standalone event, Tracy?
This is a standalone event.
Wow. Okay. So how do you, because you look like you're smart and you're pretty, how do you get roped into running something like this? Because this is the most thankless job in the world, Tracy.
Well,
here we go. Have a drink, Mike. Mike, mix a drink. Tracy's going to tell us her life story.
Mix a drink. My dad used to pull when I was younger. And then several years ago, he kind of got the fever again. And my dad bought a truck and my husband and my brother pulled that truck. And then my dad and mom bought another truck. And so it's just kind of grown from there. So my husband pulls and my brother pulls and my nephew pulls, but my mom and dad own the trucks. And I'm just, I guess I'm a sucker. I don't know. They came and they wanted to create this organization and I've worked on several boards and have helped host it and events and stuff like this. So I said, yeah, let's do it. And plus we have a lot of pullers from our county, actually. We have 8 different pullers from Vernon County.
And I don't want to put you on the spot, but who are all of them, Tracy?
We have Greg Cliffman, Dwayne Harden, Ross Harden, John Shorten, Jackson Pro, Weston Pro, Shane Dahmer, Jason Ost, his son Alex pulls his truck now, and Randy Lefevre.
Oh, I know Randy. Yeah, Randy.
Yeah, you guys somebody should know Randy, but our county is only a population of 17,000 people. So for us to have that many, that's for our county, not our city, but for our county. So we have quite a good representation. And, all of these people that I just mentioned, with the exception of one, pull in the same sanction. They pull with MSTPA. Awesome. So that's who is, who we're sanctioned with to do this pull as well.
So we just saw MSTPA last weekend in Buckner.
Yeah, 2 days
on Outlaw Pulling TV.
2 days ago.
My husband won the pro stock there.
Hey,
Missouri.
if you were good at your job, you'd have that video ready for us.
We gotta find it.
So what's your husband's name, Tracy?
It's Greg Cliffman. He drives American Pride. That truck right there in the video behind.
Yeah.
So I promise you, within 3 to 4 minutes, we will have it. We'll show the replay from Outlaw Pulling TV.
Oh, yay. Yes, they were there. He said that was a very good, there was a lot of equipment there, I think is how he worded that.
It was a big pull. It was a lot of fun. Yep. No, it was a great show.
Give me a bigger town that I would recognize, Tracy, that's closer to Nevada for people.
Joplin is about 60 miles south of us.
Okay.
Kansas City is about 90 miles north.
Okay, perfect.
So we're on 49 highway between those two, basically.
Cool. It looks like a great fairgrounds or a great track. I'm not sure, but from the pictures from the overhead there, it's pretty neat. Looks like a nice facility. So
they've done well. I mean, they built the track when I think it was like 2013, I believe, when the first pool was here.
Okay.
And so they had to build the track, and it's just gotten better, over the years. We have a really good group of people that work on it, and the community has really come together to support this event. And our rural fire departments are they're a big asset to our community. Mm-hmm. They help our city fire department all the time. And, they're all volunteers and they don't have the funds for their equipment. And so that's who we decided this year we wanted our funds to go to.
So have you looked at the 7-day weather forecast yet, Tracy?
Last time I looked, it was supposed to be in the mid 80s on Saturday. Did it change?
That is perfect.
Yeah.
Because we ask promoters every Monday, what's the weather look like? And if it shows rain, we say we always say, shit, we got all week, right? And then
Right.
if it's nice, we're like, yeah.
Yeah, it's golden. Yeah, either way.
It doesn't rain in Vernon County.
Good. No, because our next guest is in Georgia, and they're having that tropical whatever something stirring up down there in the Gulf.
Yeah,
and they're worried about that coming in on them on Friday and Saturday. So
no, our forecast looked really good.
Good. What do you love about truck and tractor pulling, Tracy?
Well, that my husband enjoys it. He likes to work on he likes to work on it, and he likes to pull. And I'm kind of more of a truck fan than I am a tractor fan.
So is Mike. Don't worry about that. It's all good.
All right. Yeah, I like the trucks. Yeah.
You have to. You sleep with one of them, Tracy. It's okay.
Right. That's right.
Okay.
And that's what my dad told us.
Does your wife love diesel super stock, Jason?
No, my wife hates everything with pulling me because I spend too much money and the time that I do to do it. She doesn't like it at all, but she knows it makes me happy. So it's all
there.
good.
Yes. That's
but
it.
That's just something that makes me so happy. I complain about it so much. I don't know what it is.
That's it.
But it's
the truck that he drives. I noticed this when we were down in Buckner the other night, and it kind of got my mind to turning. Is the body style he has on that truck? Has he purchased that recently, or is this something that he built from the ground up? Because I have a theory in my mind.
No, we went to Texas and picked.
She's looking at him. He's over in the corner.
He's sitting right there. I couldn't get him on camera.
Is he ugly? What's the story? I mean, you are better for ratings, Tracy. You are way better for ratings. I'm not.
I used to own a business, and I did TV commercials and radio commercials all the time. So this stuff doesn't bother me. And so, that's how come I'm doing it.
All right. So Mike, set this up. This is when you hit pause. Mike, do your announcer voice.
Okay, so from Nevada, in the American Pride, he's got to go 331 and change. We've got green flags. We've got tight chains. Let's go pulling. You can see the flagman backing up as he puts the smoke off the tires. You know that's a good sign, folks. We'll have the distance in a minute.
Oh, Mike, you're so good at your job. I love you, bro. And Mike, who was running the camera on this shot?
I believe that was me. Yep. No, I actually thought, look at this, guys. This looks like Phil Chrysler's old truck. This looks like the body style Philip Chrysler used to have on his, and I wondered if it wasn't the body off of that.
No, we went to Texas and got this truck.
It's a hard runner. This run was perfect. Yeah, no bounce. Some of the four-wheelers on the other track battled bounce all night long. This is just smooth as silk. And
I talked to Ken Summers today, Mike. I talked to Ken today, and he said that track was a mean power track.
Oh, if you couldn't, you had to put it in the basement and get on the top and slip the tires early. And if you got too much of a bite, the four-wheelers, they went a little hoppity hop over there.
That's good stuff. How are your trucks doing in the points, Tracy? And is this the last points hook?
This is not the last points hook. We're not, well, be honest, we've missed some of the pools that were a little farther away.
That's
so
fine.
As far as points wise, I really don't know where they stand. Do you know where you stand?
Well, if you didn't make all the hooks, I get it. That's how you win points.
We seem to be in a location where all the pools are a long ways away.
Fair enough. Yeah, I feel like it's all part of the deal. It's all part of the deal.
Yeah, it is. You're not going to get home before 2:00, whatever night, wherever you go.
Well said. So is Nevada, is that where you guys are from? That's your hometown?
This is our hometown, yes.
How big is Nevada, Missouri?
Nevada in the city limits is about 8,000. Our county is about 17,000.
Shit, that's bigger than where I live.
Yeah.
Because where I live in Richland Center, Wisconsin, Tracy, we're 5,000. Our county's 18,000. So
yeah. So it's pretty.
So
similar.
if I came to Nevada, Missouri, where should I go eat?
Well, we have several Mexican restaurants.
Yes, several Mexican restaurants.
We just converted dollars. We just converted dollars to pesos in the last segment. So,
Yeah, we did.
And we do have a good little steakhouse. Yeah, but other than that, we're we have Mexican and 2 or 3 Chinese.
Wow.
Hey, you guys are currently
restaurants.
you're 7th out of 26 in points. So that was a bit of an undersell. You're sitting number 7 in points right now, according to the MSTPA website, and there's 26 vehicles running for points. So I would say you're still, in the hunt for a pretty successful season, it looks like.
So where is Locked and Loaded?
Locked and Loaded is ninth.
Is ninth. My parents own that truck also. That's my brother.
Yep. So certainly not bad. Certainly not bad.
Yeah. So my parents fund it, and my husband and my brother work on them.
That's awesome.
And drive them. Yeah.
That is awesome. What's your first memory as a tractor pulling daughter?
Do you know, I was in the 70s, and the only thing I really remember is, I was younger then.
Yeah,
and,
like two.
Right.
2 or 3.
And like sitting on the blanket along the track. And my dad's truck was white, and it had a little thin red stripe down it. It was a white GMC, and had I remember vaguely parts of it, but I do remember going to the pools.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite memories, hanging out with my dad. That's why I'm still stuck in this racket of truck and tractor pulling.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's a cheap hobby, right?
Absolutely. I work like 3 jobs to afford it, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Kenzie's going to bring up the Pro Stock 4-wheel drive points.
Okay.
Yeah, the MSTPA's got a really well put together website. Look who's sitting in 5th, guys. This is interesting. Roper Brown sitting in the number 5 spot.
Good deal.
No.
That's
a different Holland. That's hauling ass.
Holland Ost.
Not grass.
Oh, I assumed it was a typo.
No, it's Holland Ost. He's actually from here. It's his.
Oh,
Jason
just
Ost
kidding.
owns the truck,
Oh, he's
and
grass. His is high class grass or something like that.
No.
Not Holland grass.
No, that's what the mod is, high class grass.
Yes.
And the Pro Stock's hauling grass.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking about Derek Brown.
Yeah, Derek and Roper Brown. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we got our first spammer tonight. Hello, Allie. Would you marry me, please? He's about 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
What's his name?
You know what, bud? If you'd have been here earlier, who even knows?
Hello, Shane Swart. I give you my credit card number and my last 4, and I buy you pizza in Italy or wherever you are. I hate spammers. I'm gonna block him real quick. Sorry, Tracy. This is kind of what we do.
Oh, there's Holland grass.
Okay,
Thank you,
I'm
Kenzie.
good with it.
Number 19.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's go back to the pool. 6:30 start time, right?
Yes.
Correct. The gates open at 4. The kids can come in early and take pictures, get autographs with the drivers and the trucks. The pool starts at 6:30. Admission's $15. Good cheap night of entertainment.
Looks like 7 classes. I think you guys have lined up for you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that there's people in the dance studio. Sorry, I apologize.
That's okay. Proceeds go to a good cause. That was our main thing, really.
Absolutely.
We're all a lot of rural people, and all of our poolers are rural people. A lot of them farm. And so, our fire departments are really important to us.
Heck yeah. That's huge. And it's fun. You really rally, or a community really will rally around that, Tracy, too.
We've had really good sponsorship support. Very good sponsorship support.
Who are some people that you'd like to thank here tonight?
Oh, we have some big sponsors are like Farmers Ag and Grain, Hardin Farms, Jim and Rhonda Hardin, the Randy Lefevre Farms as well. They're a big sponsor. Let's see, who are some of our other larger sponsors? Breen Farms, which they aren't even from here, but Randy knows them. Randy was our main go-getter. If anybody ever needs somebody to get somebody to sponsor, you need to get Randy Lefevre to go after them.
Put him on commission.
Oh, goodness. He did a great job. But yeah, we pulled out a lot of larger sponsors that really stepped up and did a good job. River Valley Ag, that was another one that was a good sponsor.
Awesome. Again, talking with Tracy from Nevada, Missouri, the Vernon County Fairgrounds this Saturday, 6:30 p.m. MSTPA. How many classes do you have this weekend, Tracy?
7.
7. Okay. Can you rattle them off for us?
I can if you let me read them. Hot
Yeah, of
stock,
course.
hot stock, light pro field, 2.6 diesel trucks, pro stock 4x4 trucks, light limited super stock, and light modified.
So the biggest class would probably be the pro stock 4x4s for numbers, right?
I would say so.
Let's say
Yeah.
so. Good. And then the
And
260
we have local pullers that will be in 4 of those 7 classes.
And then you read those. What classes will they be in, Trace?
They'll be in the pro field, the light pro field, the pro stock 4x4, and the hot stock.
Awesome. Have they started building the track already?
We had a meeting out there last night, and they're going to start watering it tomorrow.
Sweet. What sleds do you have?
Oh, yeah, that's a tricky. Oh, hold on. Bumgarner.
I was gonna say probably the X Factor.
Yeah. Yep.
Makes sense.
X Factor, yeah.
Yeah.
Good deal. And then concessions on the grounds, I'm assuming, right?
They are. The rural fire departments are providing the concessions also. And so, we had a lot of good donations to help them out as well. So we hope to really pull in a lot of money to be able to disperse among our rural fire departments, because we have 7 rural fire departments in our area.
Wow. That's awesome.
Because we have a lot of little towns that surround Nevada, and they all have rural fire departments. And, they don't attend just the fires. They're assisting in the wrecks. And sometimes if an ambulance are busy, they make a call, just anything. They help with just anything.
That's awesome. Who are some super duper volunteers that have been helping you, that besides Randy, that you're proud of?
We have a good board. It was actually my dad's idea for us to kind of get together and create an organization. And then he got me to help him. And then Buddy Myers, he is our vice president. We got my mom to be treasurer. And then, my husband's on there, my brother, my nephew, Jason Oss, all of the pullers are on the board. And then it was basically like Dustin Pro. He owns the tractors that Jackson and Weston pull. His dad's on the board. So it's and then Jay Slonaker, he's a local gentleman that's on the board. So it's basically all the pullers, plus, maybe their dad or something that's helping with it.
I think that's neat, because we say a lot. We think every puller should be a promoter at least once, and they'd be a little more nicer is the word I'm looking for. I don't know if that's good English or not, but it's good to have pullers involved, because they know what to expect, because they've been to a lot of different venues, Tracy, and this gives them a chance to put their money where their mouth is and make their event great. So
right. John Shorten is the MSTPA president this year, and he's actually from our area as well. He's from Nevada. And so he'll be one of the pullers, and he's on the board also.
I've heard a lot of great things about MSTPA, and I've stumbled across it like in Buckner, because that's how Ken Summers started pulling with it. And I know who's the guy with
Mound
the
City.
one?
Oh.
Like a little diesel tractor, like a light hot stock. They don't hit Brad, somebody that always helps Summers with when he helped the Cowtown pull down. Brad, was it Brad Summers? I don't remember. But it's fun. It's fun. I love what Buckner did last weekend, because that exposed MSTPA to all the Outlaw fans, and vice versa. It exposed Outlaw to it was so cool that they did that.
I know Greg really enjoyed it. He thought it was a really good show.
I like that a lot. So, favorite food, Tracy? What's your favorite food?
Steak.
How do you like it cooked, Tracy?
Medium rare.
Not a girl. I like that a lot. Favorite adult beverage, Tracy?
Yeah, usually a Michelob Ultra.
Nice. Keep it simple.
Missouri, she just, we don't ask for much down here, Jason.
A beer
and meat, man. It's just.
What's the coolest thing you've ever done with your dad?
Oh, goodness. Over the years, we've done a lot of things. We went on trips. We farm. I mean, when I was young, I used to ride in the tractors and the combines with him and just help him on the farm. And, we've been on vacations together with my mom and dad. These things like this, working on them together, we both kind of a knack or a passion or something like whatever you want to call it for, doing things like this.
I like it. I like it a lot. We got to get Greg on, don't you think, Mike? Greg, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over here.
Why is he being so shy?
I want to hear a first, a first account of, he keeps talking about how much he liked this pull and the great experience. How's it going? Tell us firsthand, how'd it feel to grab a win on Saturday night, and talk to us about the track and the overall experience down in Buckner.
Well, that was pretty exciting because that's been our first win. Actually, it was the first win in that truck probably in a couple of years.
Awesome.
So we've been a little long time getting that, but no, that event up at Buckner the other night, that was a first class event. That was a nice track.
Yeah.
Nice facility. I mean, we'd never been up there. See, last year when we were up there, it rained it out.
Yep.
And I think maybe even the year before, maybe it rained it out also.
Part of it, Greg. Yeah, part of it did.
So yeah, and they had it on Sunday or something, and we didn't go back on Sunday. But no,
we're really good friends with Ken. We're really good with friends with the promoter Ken Summers. So it's fun.
That was an excellent show up there. I mean,
what you can tell people is that was probably the toughest track you pulled on all year. So your truck just likes power tracks. So I would start working that into them.
Yeah, it worked really well on that the other night. We've been struggling with it, with shocks and springs and tires and stuff, but yeah, it worked really well the other night. So finally.
So what are you excited about this weekend in Nevada, your hometown poll?
Oh, well, I'm hoping to get another win at a hometown poll. That would be a good start, but no, just to have the local, well, begin with, we should get home before 2:00, which that would be a little better. We're only about 5 miles from there. So that'll be better, but no, just being local and getting pull in front of everybody that and different things that'll be better. So
your hometown, it's your hometown poll. You think you'll be home before 2:00? I call bullshit.
Well, you might be right because we'll probably be there late, but we're hoping that it goes. Yeah, we're hoping to get it out there early. So.
Oh no, get the poll done. I get that. I get that. So,
you don't have to go to sleep before 2 a.m. is what he's saying.
Won't, but we don't home any earlier, but no, that's good though.
How'd you meet Tracy, Greg?
Oh, that's been a long time ago. I don't know if we want to tell that story.
I do. I want it all, Greg. Let's go pulling, baby. Greg, open a Michelob Ultra and tell us the story.
Yeah, well, 30 some years ago, we met just cruising around town.
What'd you drive?
What did I drive at that time?
Yeah,
I had a 77 Ford 4-wheel drive highboy pickup. I still got the truck too.
Is that like when they talk about like dent side and all that stuff?
Of the bedside?
No, dent side. What's Marty Selman, the Rat Trap guy, was
teaching?
Yeah,
it's like that. Yeah, okay. It's that style. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's like rat traps.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, cool. Well, good luck this week. Thanks for jumping on the show with us. Tracy is way better looking than you, so Tracy.
Yeah, we just lost 20 viewers. No big deal.
Yeah, everybody logged off. So
you don't need me. So
this has been fun. Thank you guys. It's been fun promoting your event. Thank you to Randy for reaching out to us, and it's got a lot of eyeballs on our social media. So we're hoping you have your biggest crowd ever. So
good. Good. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Tracy. Have a great night. See you, Greg.
Yep. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
That's like my favorite thing to do, Mike. Make him feel a little uncomfortable. You know
what I'm saying? What?
No, Tracy's smooth. You can tell Tracy's
you can tell this is her element that she has promoted and organized before. When you asked her, you were like, who are the 8 people that all pull right in your area? And I was like, oh, man. And she was just like, boop, 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 boop. I mean, she didn't miss a beat.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, Ryan's still in makeup. He's still ugly, though. I can see him in the green room. I don't know if we're going to be able to fix his face. Maybe brush your beard a little bit, Merritt. Maybe straighten that out a little bit. So one of my favorite freaking events all year is Diesels and Dark Corners. Okay, we talk about it all the time. Craig Dickey wins the Grand National Championship. I interview him Thursday night. Now, if you watch that interview on YouTube on Full Pull, I got my new camera, and I didn't zoom in very good, Mike, but he talked about the Grand National Diesel Super Stock Champion is going to Diesels and Dark Corners. Like that's just how fun this event is. But they also have other events throughout the year. So we've got to know Ryan and Hank and all those other silly boys down there in White Plains, Georgia, because of Diesels and Dark Corners. But they also have 3 or 4 other events a year. Mike, they got pedal tractor races. It's a lot of fun.
Well, what's interesting about this, which is a totally different way for us in the Midwest, they have a track, and almost like a circle track or a roundy round track, they have multiple events at that one track throughout the year. So we tend to think of things, one track, one pull, and then association goes on a tour. They have one track and the pullers come to them every month or so. So almost more like the way, a circle track in our area would operate is closer to how the pulling track is like a business basically. And then they have multiple events at the track throughout the year. It's a cool way to do things.
I don't disagree with you at all. So without further ado, the great Ryan Merritt. Oh, no, that's the poster.
Great Ryan Merritt's poster.
Oh. Will you bring Ryan on the show, Kenzie? Oh, now he's behind the poster. Here, let me fix that.
It's our first day on the job. It's okay.
You would think that this is the first time we ever ran a show before, but it's not. We do this every Monday night. Maybe it's this awesome every Monday night. What do you think?
There he is.
Ryan.
Hey, how are y'all?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Good.
Was that a good, warm introduction for you? Or did we make you feel wanted, Ryan?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I just got out of the shower.
Well, you look nice. I meant to tell you that right away. So,
well, thank you. Had to clean up before got on here.
No, honest to God, I interviewed Craig Dickey. I'm going to cut that out for you. And he said, I can't wait to go to DC. That was so cool to hear him say that.
He's done very well the past couple of years at Diesel and Dark Corners. So he swept last year. So
Friday night. Yeah, because last year we did our fake. We gave everybody fake money to gamble with, and everybody put it on Rock Hard Ram Van Hazen.
Yeah.
And then somebody put like $400 on Craig, and they won like 64 grand in fake money.
Oh wow! So if only that was real money.
Yeah. Oh, agreed. 100%. Well, let's take us through your event coming up this weekend. I know you're worried about is it Tropical Storm Irma or something, or what do you got coming?
Tropical Storm Francine. Hurricane. It's supposed to turn into a hurricane.
She's a bitch. Francine.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Even a name like that sounds bitchy.
That's a Karen name.
That's a Karen.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, Mike. It's after 10 now, Ryan. We let it all fly.
There you go.
That's why we brought you on late. So it's all good. But yeah, we got your poster up on the screen. Ryan, take us through everything this weekend, and then we'll talk Diesels and Dark Corners as well here tonight.
Yeah. So Friday, September 13th, we're going to have a pull. It's going to be like our second half usually is on a Saturday. So we'll have Southern Pullers classes. So we'll have modified four-wheel drives, your big block two-wheel drives, blower trucks. You'll see pro farm tractors. We'll have 126 truck pulling, and then some small block two-wheel drives, and I think that's about it. I may have missed a couple of classes, but some your more exciting stuff. And then Saturday, we're coming back, and 3 o'clock we'll pull antique tractors till about 6 o'clock, and we'll do the kids pedal tractor race, and then we'll have those same classes that we pulled on Friday night pulling on Saturday night at 7 o'clock.
Awesome. I think that one of the reasons your events are so popular, Ryan, is you try to get a little bit of everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From the antiques to the, it's fun.
Yeah, we pack a lot into a day.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So how have been your events this year? Did you do one in May, I think?
We did. It went very good. We still had a chance of rain, which kind of deterred some people, some spectators, but we had a very good puller turnout and show. So it turned out to be very good weather with I think it was like 70% chance of rain. So so we'll see what this weekend brings. We're going to try to look at it and see when it makes. I think it's supposed to make landfall Wednesday. We'll see how where it's going to go and see if it'll if it's going to rain Friday and Saturday all day, we'll make a decision Wednesday night or Thursday morning.
Yeah, you don't want to make all the pullers come flying up there for nothing, Ryan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. So
what happened to Ryan? I lost Ryan. What did I do?
He's hiding behind his poster again.
Yeah.
There he is. So
yeah, we're Mother Nature's mercy right now. So
yeah, we are.
See what happens.
Diesels and Dark Corners, November 1 and 2. That is a legit premier event. Crazy big, nationwide. How did you guys dream that one up, Ryan? Or was that just one of your other ones and it just grew, or what happened?
Back in 2009, before a couple years before that, I'd seen videos of pulls up north, diesel trucks pulling, and we were just putting on Antique Tractors show at this time, and my dad and my uncles was the ones owning Liberty Truck and Tractor Pull, and finally I talked them into at 2009 to put on a diesel truck event, and at that time we were we had a dyno come in and stuff and other things, and it was in affiliation with it was called Smoking Events. So we done that till 2000, I think 13. We parted ways with those guys, and we come up with Diesels and Dark Corners, and every year it's been getting bigger and bigger.
Was last year close to the size it has been recently, or was last year an absolute breakout year? I'd never watched it before, and I live streamed both sessions, and I was flabbergasted at the sheer size of it and pleasantly surprised at the quality the entire time. Has it always been that big for the past couple of years?
No, it was we're averaged around 80 to 90 hooks past probably 3 years. Last year was a breakout year. We were over 160 hooks.
I swear to goodness, I think you had one class that might have approached 60 hooks. It was either the 2.6 or the 3.0s. And I mean, I got home on Friday night. I'd been working. I got home 10:30 on Friday night, which would have been 11:30 your all's time. And I said to myself, well, I'm going to go watch the replay. And I turned it on, and not only were you still live, you were still 2 or 3 classes to go. I mean, it was just the sheer magnitude. What are your thoughts on that? When you saw, at what point, as trucks are parking, at what point did you kind of say to yourself, oh boy, like we might need some extra parking spots?
Yeah, we did. I mean, even on Thursday night, we do for the pullers, the workers, and some of the sponsors. We get together on Thursday night and have a little social gathering. We cook food, and all the pullers are coming in usually on Thursday night. And on Thursday night, we had a crowd like we've never seen just come in, pullers coming in and sponsors and stuff. And that's when we were like, we're filled up the pit area pretty close by that time on Thursday night. And we were wondering, like, we're going to have to figure out some more parking for these pullers. But they all fit in, but it was close. So this year that's what we were doing tonight. We were trying to lay it out. We're changing out our track layout. So the finish line will now be our starting line.
What?
And,
breaking news! Breaking news right here on Let's Grow Pulling.
Yeah. So it will.
It actually makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, Ryan.
Yeah. We'll have more staging area. Yep. That was a big problem. We had cluster mess in the pits trying to get everybody staged. Trying to get 60 trucks staged was pretty tough. So we've got enough room now that we can stage probably almost 2 classes, and we should be all right. So that'll kind of alleviate some of the traffic. So.
And they won't be pulling into the sun now. Yeah.
So hopefully hopefully it all will work out good.
Yeah.
We were hoping, hope to get this pull in this weekend, and we're going to run it that way this weekend. Hopefully, see what kind of kinks we need to work out of it. But
what kind of numbers will you typically have at a May or September show? Diesels and Dark Corners last year, 160, 80 in the past. What's a bread and butter September show look like for you? Let's assume the weather's great. Let's not, count on the weather being goofy.
Probably about 50 or 60 hooks.
Okay.
And we'll have probably about 30 to 40 antique tractors. So, pretty decent show.
Yeah, absolutely. So a very comfortable show, one that you guys can get done. And just like I said, that's a bread and butter show, something you can get done in a handful of hours and have something really nice for the fans to see. That's perfect.
Yeah.
And your son gets to drive one of the antiques, right? If I remember
correctly. That's right. Yep, he does. He drives my old tractor I pulled back when I was 12 and 13 years old. So it's passed down to him now.
That's awesome. Again, we're talking with Ryan Merritt, promoter of what we call everything Diesels and Dark Corners, but they have another great event this weekend as well. Friday, September 13th, Saturday, September 14th. And Ryan, you have such an awesome board of guys that are just as passionate about this as you. Unfortunately, you became my friend, and I bug you all the time. I know there's other guys involved, but I bet he goes, shit, Schultz is calling me again.
Yeah, I'm not very outgoing, and like a couple of the other ones are. But I guess I know more of the info off the top of my head.
There you go. I like that. I like that a lot.
But good stuff. We're getting excited. So hopefully the weather will work out good for us this weekend, and we can get it done.
Yeah, when I got your message earlier, I felt bad. It's like, oh man.
That's what's pulls in Georgia right now. We've been in a drought, but now it seems like when we need it to be dry, it's rain's gonna come in. So we'll see.
Well, just keep an eye on the sky, obviously, and keep everybody updated, like I know you will. And then, before we let you go tonight, when do you want to start talking about Diesels and Dark Corners? When do you do your little spots along the track that sell out? They're like condos, Mike. These people that back their trucks up to the track, it's legit. Like it's prime real estate, Mike Idle. So,
how early do you have to get there to get that parking spot?
No, wait. There's more. There's more.
We put them on sale like the first week of October. It usually like on Wednesday, and 8:00 it goes on sale. And I guess Jason and we probably get like 70, 80 messages. Only have like 20 spots to sell, and they sell out within a couple seconds at $200 a spot. So good little fundraiser.
Supply and demand. Supply and demand.
Yeah.
Mike, and people stack couches on these things like Napoleon, Ohio. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
so this is one of those, if you want one, you need to have your message typed up well ahead of time. And at 8:00, you're hitting send. If you're starting to type at 8:00, you're out of the race, man. You're sitting there hitting refresh, just swiping right on that sucker until it goes.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people saying, how did I miss it? I messaged right at 8:00. I was like, I don't know. We get so many at one time. We just go through and the timestamp, which one's first. But it's past probably 4 or 5 years we've done that and sold out that quick. It's caught on.
So here's a Pro Farm tractor running at Diesels and Dark Corners last year, Mike. So just the red clay and the trees, that would have been Friday night.
I really, really, really hope that you need some sort of like camera carrying assistant or something this weekend. You might have diarrhea that Friday morning, Mike, and this is one I want to go to.
I hope your boss isn't watching, Mike. So
what are they going to do?
It's all good. It's all good. Well, Ryan, after the diarrhea comment, do you got anything else left for us to talk about tonight?
No, I don't know of anything right now.
Oh shoot! The things I do to you, Ryan. I'm sorry. So.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Well, cool. Let's let Ryan go. Ryan, good luck this weekend. I hope the weather works out for you, buddy, and we'll stay in touch. Okay, man?
Yeah. Thank y'all for letting me come on.
Yeah.
Anytime, buddy. Take care.
Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So we're also, oops, I let Ryan mute. Yep. You get rid of Ryan. I'll take my hands off the keyboard. Right. There we go. We were going to have Kyle Matcham on for Dragway 42. So let's talk about Dragway 42 real quick. And then let's have some fun, Mike, and do a weekend recap. Corey Klein says, hey, when will you be, who will be in Dragway 42? So we're not live streaming it. Maybe something to do in the future. We're going to be live streaming the Underlay, but there's a great event in West Salem, Ohio this weekend at the Dragway 42. And there's some points battles coming into this, right, too, Kenzie?
I think so.
If I remember correctly. So, okay. So what can you throw the poster up for me over us here? I'll do this here. Yeah. So there's the poster. So PPL classes we got coming up there. Can you zoom in on that, Kenz? No, not on that one. You can't. Let me bring it up on my screen quick here.
Mini rods and unlimited super stock tractors for the PPL guys.
Okay, that's Champions Tour. So is the Pro Stocks, is there over PPL points?
No,
yet?
I accidentally wrote those down.
Okay. Kenzie,
Sorry.
that's okay. Kenzie had me confused a little bit. I was like, I didn't know they had Pro Stocks.
Yeah.
Because I thought Masterson wrapped it up last weekend in Nashville. That's what I thought. So let's see here. Okay, so we have, give me 1 second. I want to get that poster a little closer to me so I can actually read it. So Saturday, September 14th, free parking, vendors, and food trucks. And that's normal for Dragway 42. They do a good job. Gates open at 4 p.m. The polling starts at 6:30 p.m. It's $25 a person, kids 12 and under free. So Pro Polling League Champions Tours, Mike and Kenzie and everybody watching, mini rods and unlimited supers. Mini rod B-Bear, it's over. Jeff Hurt shows up, hooks a sled. It's finito. He's at 396. The Slaws are at 329 and 326. So it's it's that show. But I know the Slaws are going to be coming because they picked off Hurt both nights. Hunter. Bruce won the extra $4,000 Friday night. Tyler won the extra $4,000 Saturday night there. So that's exciting about that. And then unlimited super stocks. Well, looky there. It's going to be a shootout between Fully Loaded, Jeff Hodem, and Runnin' Bear. So Runnin' Bear's 2 points behind Fully Loaded. Neil Gettinger was lessons learned, just 237 back.
So Wildman Jeff, he's looking to repeat on a two-peat, or however you say that. Didn't he? He won the minis and the super stock opens or the heavy supers last year, didn't he?
I know he won mini rods. I don't remember if he won unlimited supers. Somebody will know that's watching. So
I feel like maybe he did. So 2 for 2 would be pretty cool. 2 for 2 for 2 years. 2 by 2 by 2.
Yeah. And then OSTPA's light limited pro stock tractors, super stock diesel trucks. So that's going to be like Jeremy Yeager and the Pipe Dream and some of the guys you saw just at the Underlay last Thursday night. And then when I interviewed some of them, they all mentioned they were going to Dragway 42. Sandwich. What did I say?
Underlay.
Way too many things going on. And then two-wheel drive trucks and pro stock semis. And that's like Gene Dunn. We see him at the Pullers Championship and different things like that as well. So it's exciting. That's exciting. Let's see here. Light limited pro stock tractors. Is that a combo class with light and limited pros, like light pros and limited pros? Do you know, Mike? With
light limited pros? Okay.
So that's going to be. I'm assuming that.
I thought OSTPA does something different.
Light limited pro is going to be what PPO would probably typically call 8,500 limited pro. That's going to be like what Outlaw would call the LLPs. I would assume.
I swear out east. I swear out east, Mike. Yeah. There's a class where they put the light. No, that's IPL. Indiana Polling League does that. They run the light pros and the limited pros together, like at 9,000. Heads up, I think. Somebody comment on that if they know for sure.
Out east, you're right though. Out east in like Pencil and like Keystone Pullers, I think they run a combo class too, where they might even run like some super stocks with some big. Like there is a combo class out east though as well. But I assume that's just 8,500 pound 3-inch turbo, ag rear end. I assume that's what that class is going to be.
But anyway, this Saturday, September 14th, 2 Points champions will be crowned for the Champions Tour PPL. And then OSTPA, they have one more event yet at the end of the month. Mike and Kenzie, I forget where it's at, but they kind of have their finals, I think, September 25th and 26th, something like that.
I have their website brought
And
up.
OSTPA is the biggest state sanction in the country.
Yeah.
Like, it's huge. Like, it's gigantic. Van Hazley was talking about him. We had him on Countdown to Pull Time Thursday night. I had on LLSS is a diesel and alky track. That's light limited supers, Corey. We're talking about the light limited pro stocks. That's what their poster says. So light limited pro stock tractors. And normally Kyle could come on, but he got busy and wasn't able to come on tonight to talk about Dragway for too. It's a heck of a racetrack. His parents bought this. I don't remember he said how many years ago, Mike, but they really turned it around and they got racing. Obviously I follow them on social media, so I see a lot of different stuff going on there about that. So I kind of feel like, Mike, Kenzie, this is kind of the last weekend of a lot of polls. Don't you agree? Like in the Midwest?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's, fair season's done. Harvest is coming up soon. School's back in. Those things always kind of indicate, anytime you go September pulling, that's almost bonus pulling in my mind. So things are pretty well wrapped up. Enderley it's the all-star event, which is kind of the postseason event, if you want to call it that way. And then you start going to the warm climates. That's when you start seeing the diesels and dark corners and the dragging and pulling in the pines. And you get into the North Carolina State Fairs, you go south and you go west and you hit those destination pulls. But I'd say through here, we're about to tie a bow on those things.
Yeah. So what points championships will be wound up this weekend with the Outlaws?
Spencer is going to wrap up everything other than pro stocks, mods, two-wheel drives, and 3.0 diesel trucks. Now, they've already wrapped up 3,200 super fields, and they've already wrapped up light limited modifieds. So everything else will get wrapped up at Spencer this weekend with the Outlaws. And then we take an entire month off before we go down for a 4-class 2-night show in Lufkin, Texas.
Yep. So all you Ohio fans, head to Dragway 42 this Saturday, September 14th. Again, you're going to see Lucas Oil PPL Champions Tour Superstock Tractors. We have a tight point race with Jeff Hodem, who had a big lead in Grand National. Not a big lead, but he had the lead in Grand National before Bowling Green. Then he stumbled on, I think, session 1 or session 2. I can't remember. The tractor just didn't light, and I felt bad. But Running Bear, Jeff Hurt right there. She's 2 points back. Gettinger's in third at 237. And then basically Jeff Hurt's going to win the PPL points back-to-back. We think it's a two-peat. Is what you thought there. So fun stuff. So good luck to everybody at West Salem, Ohio. Kyle Matcham, thank you. We worked with him now for a couple years promoting this great event, and we hope he has a gigantic crowd out there. It sounds like it's a heck of a facility. We need to get out there sometime, Mike, Kenzie. Just hard to be everywhere. It's hard to be everywhere. So we're going to do a little weekend recap now, but we started out tonight with Allie from Full Pull. They launched their weekend, their fall schedule. I can throw it up again really quick here. No, I can't. I lost that graphic. I don't know where it went. I'm looking for it right now, but it's not on my laptop. I bet I have it right here.
Oh, right here. I got it.
You got it? It's right here.
Yeah.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Yeah.
So there it is. So for you subscribers for FullPull.live, it's more than just MTPA. With your monthly subscription, you're going to watch North Carolina State Fair. You're going to watch Enderley this week. Dragon and Pulling in the Pines from Lufkin, Texas, Diesels and Dark Corners, as well as Golden State Invitational. Plus, they have more events they're working on. And if you're not a subscriber now, or if you let your subscription expire, you can sign up this week only for $19.99 for the first month. So it's a great deal. They just put that post out there today. So excited about that. And then we talked about what did we talk about next? Went to Tracy. Yeah, went to Tracy with Nevada, Missouri this Saturday. MSTPA. They got a bunch of exposure this week in Buckner, Missouri. From my mind, with the Outlaws there's a poster, and this really goes to benefit, she said, 7 different fire departments. That's pretty cool. And then talked to Ryan Merritt this Friday and Saturday. They're hoping that Hurricane Karen. Francine. No, Mike said that sounds like a Karen, but their event this September 13th and 14th. And then, of course, Diesels and Dark Corners coming up November 1 and 2, which is also on the lineup for FullPull.live. So Now let's just do the weekend recap. Brandy Proctor says it's a mixed clash between light and limited pros. So I was right.
Well, the way it was worded is what Mike.
Okay, so but I just admit that I was right.
I'll give you this.
How you doing? Mike looks so much older with his mustache.
He does.
I love it. I love it.
He looks 20 years old.
Mike, you're going to run the switch a little bit this weekend in Bedford, Iowa. I haven't told you that yet. So.
Do I get to be on the
you get
headset
trained.
talking to? Do I get to be on the headset talking to all the camera people?
Yes.
Oh, Kenzie, I hope you're on the other end of it because I'm going to show
you
you how
you think we're going to leave you alone in that trailer by yourself?
That Kenzie's getting better, but nobody communicates to you in the headset the way Jason Schultz does, and I want to get on that side of things and just like it's a trip, fans. If you want to experience a truck and tractor pull, operate a starting line camera while Jason Schultz is giving you immediate feedback, both positive and negative, the whole time. It's fun.
I hope nobody ever gets our signal or our channel or get the radio because I will be in jail. I will be in jail.
Oh man.
You and Scott and Doug can attest to that. Scott and Doug from Full Pull, and then you can attest that from Outlaw TV. So, and then when I run that camera, I'm like, I just want somebody to talk to me.
Yeah.
Tell me. Kenzie's like, you're too close. You're too close.
Kenzie tried to get me ran over this weekend. I almost got pancaked this weekend.
Pancaked. Mike,
No,
Mike, you want to talk about it?
It's hood ornament.
Hood ornament.
Yeah.
You did not freeze.
I want to go first.
Go ahead.
Thursday. I went and saw the Sandwich Police.
See?
Sandwich, Illinois.
Did you get a photo?
I did not.
The Sandwich Police.
So I saw Region 3 4-wheel drive trucks, Region 3 2-wheel drive trucks, Region 3 what? No, I saw Grand National Diesel Supers. Oh, and I saw 3.6 Pro Stock diesel trucks. So they only have one hook a year in Region 3. But it was basically all the Badger State guys and a few of the ISP guys. Josh Stahl won with Thicker and Blood. I remember that. So that was one I actually announced, Mike. Like we had put nobody in the booth. It was just me outside, and then Dylan Dirks was with me, and he kind of held the clipboard. And I announced like right from the big screen, Mike. It was awesome. It was fun. It took me a little bit to kind of get my swerve on, if you like to say it, but it was fun. And I interviewed 98% of the drivers, Mike, as they were coming off. You know, because some of them, you know, like Greg Dickey was like, "Did I get it? Did I get it?" You know, because Van romped one out there to like 341 to take the lead, but he had to finish 6 spots ahead of, I think, Craig to win the points. And then I think he finished 3 or 4 spots ahead. So, but it was fun to watch that, to do all that. So then Friday morning, I got up at 5 a.m. I jumped on an Uber. I jumped in an Uber and rode to O'Hare. Then I jumped on an airplane, went to Charlotte, and then Charlotte to Fayetteville, North Carolina, to hang out with my friends from Lumberton, North Carolina. Cody Singletary and his future wife, Parrish, who had the coolest gender reveal ever. He put it in his mini rod. The power.
Oh, for real?
They started it. So we have that video. Then I'm cruising along, and I see this Kubota Super Stock. And I'm like, no freaking way. Well, it's Barnes. Ashley Barnes owns a Kubota Massey dealer out there. He owned is it Brute Force? Is that what Marty?
So the turbo setup, you could see on the turbo setup, it looked the exact same as that Massey that you did. Like the minute they popped the hood, I was like, I recognize that.
So it's half of the motor combination. It's got new cylinder heads and different stuff like that, and then all new sheet metal. But I'm telling you, that thing won the internet over the weekend, Mike. And I was happy to be there with that. So they didn't get it. They only made a couple tests. I mean, they didn't try to make any full passes on it. Braden Payne just commented, the new Kubota Super Stock is wicked. I like the turbo setup on it. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. We post a lot of stuff, Kenzie.
I don't see it.
You're in images. You need to go to videos.
I was looking for the picture that you posted.
I don't think I posted a picture on NTPA or on Full Pull. I think I just got video up on Beer Money. So, but it was that's really cool to do that. Got to see my buddy Bert Forbes down there as well. He helps with Full Pull Live. I got to work with an announcer named Mark, and I'll be back. We'll go back to the State Fair to do Full Pull Live down there as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So Grand National Champions, Mike. So Brett Meyer, he won Pro Stocks again. That's back to back. Colin Ross won Diesel Supers. Bill Leichner won Mods.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Anderson came back from behind to pick off David Whalen of My Last Houston Super Farm. And like I said, Craig Dickey, the first non-Cummins, we think ever, powered truck to win it all. Here's a video of that super stock. So
take your comment down.
I sure can. Do you have sound on? This is Lumberton, North Carolina, another fire department fundraiser, guys. Mike, can you hear the sound?
Yep.
Okay. That just looks cool. This would have been Saturday night, I think, guys. Cody. I saw Cody, Mr. Bighorn himself. Down in Sandwich. They wrapped up their points season there on there as well.
They did something cool this weekend too, didn't they? Did they pick up a win, or they hooked somewhere unique? I know they made a post that they were pretty proud of themselves.
Did they go to the ECI thing in Rockwell? Maybe. Rockwell had like ECI Interleaf basically, and there was a big shootout for 4-wheel drive mod truck.
I think they did something pretty cool this weekend, or maybe it wasn't cool. No, I think they hurt something for the first time ever.
Cool.
That's what it was. Ooh, my bad, Cody.
Maybe it wasn't cool.
Yeah, no, I think they injured a vehicle for maybe the first time.
That's not good.
Hmm.
So that was Robbie Crutchfield jumping up there, a very famous name in the Alki world, builder out east North Carolina. That's Crutchfield Machine. Look at me, Mike. Look at me, Mike. Getting right in there. Getting right in there, Mike. You proud of me? You like it?
Mm-hmm. That's how you do it, man.
That's how you do it.
Or that's how I was told to do it.
Correct. So that was just a quick little test. They just wanted to make sure that it was going to boost up. And then they had some fuel pump issues Friday night. They changed pumps, and they're still just like testing and tuning and stuff like that with it. So, here we go.
Yeah, said had a tough luck weekend, broke a rocker arm in Sandwich and ate a lifter first night in Rockwell and couldn't find the lash cap and decided it's time to call it a season before finding out the hard way that the lash cap wasn't in the bottom of the pan. He says he also ate a push rod with the lifter in Rockwell. The truck was hungry. Yeah, bummer. Well, I hyped you up. I thought it was something cool. It was something newsworthy.
So I want to show the gender reveal.
Yeah.
And then I want you guys to talk about Buckner, Nashville, Illinois a little bit. While Ken's looks this, our good buddy Brad Holzauer had an event this Friday and Saturday down in Nashville. He put $4,000 to win each night if 15 or more showed up in the class. So I would say an average winning check for like a big circuit is like $1,500 maybe. So it's more than double.
Yeah.
And I know Kyle Pedley won 5-0 Pro Stocks Friday night, right? With Wide Loose Deer.
Yep.
And then who won Saturday night? Anybody know?
It was
It's okay. We'll figure it out. And I know
5-0s.
Slaws won both nights. Mm-hmm. Bruce won Friday night. Tyler won Saturday night.
Road Gear Plus.
Road Gear Plus. That's Randy. Jeff Parker. Okay. Cody says only fish 6 feet behind Simon says in Rockwell on 7 cylinders. So I had a good run going. Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's really small, but it kind of gets the idea here. I posted a reel. My bad. Kenzie's going to share this of the gender reveal, but it was fun. The pink is pretty obvious.
Oh, you.
I kind of played the crowd up. I'm like, who thinks it's going to be a boy? You know, like I did like the red or green thing. Who thinks it's going to be a girl?
Awesome job, buddy. Man, that was going to be a part of right there, y'all. Give it to a girl.
No. Yeah, play it one more time, Kenzie.
Who thinks it's going to be a boy? Make some noise. All right, the overwhelming thing is it's a boy. It's a girl!
No, I think Grant Sullivan did the same thing with a race car. Him and Justin, I think, are having another girl. We'll see. We'll get to see Brant in California.
That's cool. That's the coolest gender reveal I've seen on the internet. That's cool.
What Cody say? That's awesome, but I think my fiance wouldn't want to do it that way. And is it Schools to Check? I always butcher their name. I felt bad. Schools to Check. Somebody like type it for me.
He will break it down for you. I've said it 9 different ways, and he will like put in there in the comments.
When you have time and you do your little like comment show, what do you call that one?
Green flags and tight chains.
Yes.
Screws a check. See, okay. I'm getting. They are like my main. They like green flags and tight chains. It hasn't been on in a while. We're gonna have to get that rocking and rolling again.
Well, summer, it's so crazy. We just go so hard, Mike, and then all of a sudden you get all these ideas, and it's kind of like, wow.
Yeah, it's almost easier to analyze. Like in the off season, that's where you can sit there and look back and be like, well, here's this story, and here's what happened. Summertime, you're in plan mode and make it happen mode, and wintertime, that's when you build the narrative of what happened in the meantime.
For sure.
I think Kinsey has. I've worked with Kinsey all summer long, and I've seen how she interacts and reacts to pullers. I saw Kinsey way more excited for a single puller, an individual vehicle, than I have seen her all summer long this weekend. I think Kinsey might have a new favorite puller that she gets excited to watch pull. When Colton Whitworth she was look at her. She was hanging out in the hometown or the home county of Colton Whitworth, and was almost all she could talk about on Friday night. And he did not let you down. Did he let you down on Friday night?
He did not.
Oh, he blew out the back doors, didn't he? Monster.
Oh, just a picture perfect run. Just
and Mike, for you had a couple weeks off, I think, from us, didn't you? Were you getting a little FOMO there, or fear of missing out? Or
I do. It's awful. Like I get antsy, like not being at the polls, and it was interesting. Like it was a different perspective driving up in my own vehicle after a full days of like actual like retirement style work, and then coming and hanging out with everybody. No, but it was a lot of fun to see everybody again and get back. It'd only been 2 weeks, but it felt like a month.
Yep.
But there was some neat stuff that happened at the Outlaw Pulls this weekend with Texas Bullwhip coming and remaking his re-debut. Yeah, watch this. This is perfecto.
301 for Doug Samaka. And let's go. Here comes.
That's awesome. We he won the Grand National Points out in Canton, and we have a point to zoom camera for Full Pull Live. We operate with our hand joystick, so I had that on him at all times, and watching him watch pullers come down the track, and it was so cool to be able to set all that up. So
now the one he pulled right there, that is not the one he won Grand National Points with. He's saving that one for the Enderley. But it even puts in perspective, because so you could almost make the argument that this is his number 2 tractor, and for it to still run as hard as it did. So for Yield Express, I think is what he calls his other one for him. And, tip your cap to the Whitworth pulling team, because they have really been around for the past decade or so and just kind of slowly but surely inch their way forward and put it together. They used to take some wild rides, and sometimes they would have trouble getting off the starting line.
Did you go to this year?
But I mean, that used to be like the norm for them. Like you'd see them pull like up here at Milan, Missouri and Unionville, Missouri pretty often, and you kind of held your breath a little bit. And then they just really have, I don't know, they've just good job to them. They've done a nice job putting it all together.
So years ago, when I first started doing all this stuff, I started announcing in Mound City, Missouri, and I would I'd come home and I'd kind of do like a recap on pulloff.com. And I said, and back then I said, in the light super class, they kind of put on an okay show. And that, none of them really ran good, Mike. And I
Mm-hmm.
basically put that in there, and everybody always takes that personal. I'm like, no, I'm just stating the facts. They all struggled a little bit. Nobody really got off the line. And I remember Scott Whitworth getting on there. I'm like, "Oop, that's how you piss people off." So that was a long time ago.
Sorry, Scott.
Sorry, Scott. I just was stating the facts. I'm sorry.
No.
But it's all good. It's all good. So you guys did you did Unionville Friday. Let's talk about Unionville. Yep. That's an event I've been to many, many years. Just a freaking good time.
Unionville is turning into a stud pull. Unionville, I think, is one that just gets better and better and better. And it's turning into one of those that you highlight on your list at the beginning of the year. That pull is
why is it turning into a stud pull in your eyes?
So there's two things I've noticed of watching that pull in the past 10 years. One is the track. I think that used to be a track that presented challenges when they built it, which would make for a hard hole shot for some pullers. And I think whatever the magic it factor was, they found it. And the track is now one of those day in, day out outlaw power tracks that takes the power and holds together really well. And the time of year works really good to its benefit because you've wrapped up some other points championships. You're close enough to maybe Illinois and some other areas. When the Outlaws come a little bit farther south, you tend to start catching some of those guest pullers. So like the Haugs are getting to be regulars there. Bobby Jones came and pulled with us. Marcus Weddleston was signed up and on the app to be there, the Southern Belle 4-wheel drive. So when you get late in the year and some other people are kind of done and you get closer to all three of the big associations, you see some crossover and it just makes for some neat stories, and you can stack all of them together and say, okay, what do we look like when we're pulling against each other? And Unionville is quietly turning into a place where they enjoy doing that.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And it's a neat event. And, and the promoters are pullers, obviously Michaels and Rolex that work on the fair board there. It's a heck of a big fair too. Yeah. Yeah. It was fun going to North Carolina, guys, because that's something that you don't just do all the time. And I met a lot of fans and a lot of pullers that, they watch what you do on social media, and they feel like they kind of know you because they see you every Monday night or whatever. It was fun to hear that. Like I had people ask about you too, how you put up with me. So it was a good time. So this,
yep. 650s aren't scared of the mountain motors this week in Rockwell. The 650s, they'll do that. I mean, we've seen it happen. Donnie Reeve, there's a story we're not talking about. Donnie Reeve came all the way from California, and I made sure I was talking to some fans. So there's a California, Missouri, and I was talking to some fans at Buckner, and I was like, oh, this guy's from California. They're like, oh man, that's like a 2.5 hour drive. Like, that's crazy. I'm like, no. Like, not California, Missouri, like California,
Right. Did you say California? Like where gas is $7 a gallon. So
Sunshine from Remember the Titans when they say, he's from California or whatever. So, but no, Donnie came all the way out and pulled with the Outlaws on Saturday in Buckner. And he was talking about how, of course, he's undercubed and potentially under horsepower, but that, that doesn't always mean that that's the only factor that goes into that class.
Nice.
So it was good to see Donnie.
Yeah. With the election coming up, gas prices are going down. Mike, what are gas prices in Missouri?
$3 something or another. I just pay it. Like, what are you going to do? My car needs gas. $3. It's not under $3 yet.
I saw $2.89 in North Carolina. I swear.
You saw $2.89?
Yeah.
That'd be cool to see. Is the pulling scene big in North Carolina? When I went to North Carolina, it was like NASCAR heaven. Like there was a circle track everywhere. Like that is stock car racing.
Oh yeah.
Big time area. But it's interesting, like it's gotta, you hear about pulls being out there. You hear about the North Carolina State Fair and Lumberton and Benson. Is there a big pulling scene?
Yeah. They had a huge crowd out there. I don't know, probably 2,000 to 3,000 people on Saturday night. I would say 2,000 on Friday night. Their grandstands were full. So where does Youngblood pull next? Did they make the end early? Were they top 5 in TPA? We have our weigh-in Wednesday show. We're gonna do that for Full Pull Live.
No, they weren't. Are you talking pro stock or are you talking? No, I don't remember seeing them.
Who wants to see Bighorn be piloted by a first-time driver in Nashville, Illinois? Dakota's already lobbying for the Pullers.
This is things that put the smile on Jason's face. Let's go ahead and start talking about the Pullers Championship.
Matt Taylor says expensive. 318 in southern Minnesota. Okay. Andrew Sprock. Andrew came and pulled with the Outlaws this weekend.
Yes, and he had a real. I think he got second or third on. I think he got third place on Saturday night in Buckner. The Missouri guys, I think, went 1, 2, and 3, and the ones that don't always hook for points, I think, might have finished like first and third with the maximum. What's he call it? Maximum ride. I think he got third in Buckner. And Tim Fitzsimmons in Country Heat won the class by 40 feet.
What?
In kind of a
Did he find like some new dirt and the grousers didn't grab or what?
He just stood on the son of a gun and just it went, you know.
Our Morris's is Buffalo Chip still winning points, two-wheelers?
Last I looked, let's pull up the Outlaw app and do a quick check.
Who's in second?
Mr. Nelson with Whippet at 431.
Oh, so it's and then we have them. Oh, it's going to come down to freaking Lufkin.
Yeah,
because we don't see two-wheelers again until Lufkin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spencer.
Oh, we do? Two-wheelers are in Spencer?
Last time I knew.
But they're not in Bedford, are they? They have to come all the way up to Spencer for one hook? Are you sure?
Last year,
Spencer, no.
I don't think two-wheelers are in Spencer.
No, they're not in Spencer.
They were last year.
And they're not in Bedford. We don't see them again until Lufkin.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Tammy's watching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for the hot dogs.
Tammy, the Morris's always feed you. Okay, hold on. We gotta keep
I still appreciate it.
So Tammy says her regular gas is $2.70. She's $2.99 diesel. That's Missouri. Dakota, Benson, North Carolina, 2025 on the radar. They're running Grand National. That's a long freaking ways, Dakota. Just there's mountains and shit. Remember? Yeah.
I was waiting for some of it.
Yeah, I was waiting for some of it. Andrew Sprock, fourth and Buckner. Nice job, Andrew. Matt Taylor says, wow. Jason, have you ever run a four-wheel drive?
He's asking you if you want to drive, probably.
That's a good way to get yourself into the Pullers Championship. I might know a guy. I only have one vote though on the board, so I don't think I have. I've driven a two-wheel drive. I've driven a mini rod. I've driven a lot of tractors.
Here's a question for you, Jason. I'd never thought about that. What's the wildest ride or the most interesting ride outside of a tractor? Like, so you're a tractor kind of guy. How's the mini rods and two-wheel drives? What are those like coming from a tractor?
I drove a small block mini like Jasper's, chicken on a chain. They weighted the front end up a little bit for me, but it still picked the front end up. But it was wild. But I liked it because you were right there. Like you feel like you're part of it and like driving it wise. But I don't know if I'd have the reaction. I'd dump one over, I'm sure, pretty quick if I wasn't paying attention. The two-wheel drive was weird because when the front end comes up, you can't see. But I mean, it probably was only 3 feet off the ground, but I felt like it was like this, you know?
So imagine how Richard Morris feels because Richard will put his, I mean, he's like the Orange Blossom special of like, the 2020s. So imagine what he's sitting there seeing when he's going down the track.
Tammy says he kicked our butt. That must be the country.
Talking about Tim. Yeah. Tim just had a big, pass.
Andrew Sprock says Donald Nelson beat him by a foot.
Yep.
Noah Mars said no two-wheel drive in Spencer. I know that makes him sad. Mike, have you driven a four-wheel drive truck before?
I mean, I've never driven any pulling vehicle. I have never hooked to a sled.
You will get your chance, I promise. Somebody let Ron Stone drive something, so they're going to let you eventually.
Ron announced while driving the Jet Lag Light Limited Modified.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Andrew Sprock says it was Missouri versus Texas and Buckner.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Cody says we drove to Miami, Florida for a truck show before. It's not that far. It's far. Have to go to bed. See you guys later. Well, good night, man. I like that. He's like, I'm sorry. I got to go to bed, guys. Yeah, we know.
You watch it later.
We know. No Mars. It was Lonnie Phil's two-wheel drive, non-profit. It was called.
Oh, okay.
That's who I drove.
T-bucket or full cab?
Full cab. It was in.
I think I'd want the T-bucket. I think I'd want to be like out and seeing everything.
Hello from Niobrara. Oh, that's Robert Miner. He checks in a lot.
Yep, from Niobrara.
Tammy Moore says he loves it. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What other stories, guys? Comment. We're gonna wrap her up here in about 10 minutes. What else we missed that we haven't talked about tonight? I'm guilty. I'm very outlaw and full pull. That's my world. That's all that I know because that's what I see, and then I get confused with that. I know there's a lot of other stuff going on. What was the ECI thing like in Rockwell? That was kind of like their interleague. That was their season finale, and then somebody's like $10,000 purse for 4-wheel drive trucks because every single 4-wheel drive mod truck that I interviewed, hey, bring up full pull live. I want to show Thursday night. We'll let that play. Mike, you'd been proud of me. I had my little headphones on. I was walking around with the microphone. He meant to say Mike, but that's okay. I know it's not pulling related, but good luck with your teaching this year. I know I got my hands full with my students this year too. So
good luck to you too, bud. There's a shocking amount of educators like in the pulling world. Like I'm learning this.
So like it's shocking that you guys should know better. Is that what you're saying? Like the Pisek boy?
No, you just wouldn't think that like pulling and teaching aren't like, that's like peanut butter and avocados. Like I don't think they would go together, but evidently they do. So
Dylan Dirks. Yes, Dylan announced with me Thursday night. He said Nashville had a good number for 5-0 pros. Let's talk about Louisville, Kentucky. All right, let's talk about it, Andrew. What do you want to talk about? He said
I think he wants to be in there. He wants to pull at Louisville.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yep. Don't we all want to pull at Louisville?
Absolutely. So this is full pull live. This is Nashville. Jesus.
Sandwich, Illinois.
Guys,
it's not Enderley. We know that.
He says it makes sense if you think about it. Summer's off. Well, yeah, I like it. Mike for both nights at TPC.
Can I announce and drive at the same time?
I think we could do something like that. We can figure it out. I drove about 7 different tractors. I figured James has driven more than that. He pulls all those antiquers.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the wheel of Bighorn. Absolutely.
I mean,
Sandwich is a neat event, guys. It really is.
It's one. It had been on my bucket list. This was going to be my next big one. I was going to go to as a fan before I got hired.
I left to catch my Uber to get to the airport so I could get to North Carolina. And Riley Green, they were setting up his stage at 5:30 in the morning already. Semis were coming in. So I guess he's a big deal. Country music guy.
Mm-hmm.
What songs do you have, kids?
Worst Way. I just heard that on the radio this morning.
Shout out to Riley Green. I know he wasn't out there setting up the stage, but I saw his people.
Yeah. Everybody has people to do that.
Kenzie, I heard an advertisement for a Clint Black concert on the way driving to an outlaw pull, and I thought that's fitting. That's fitting.
Every time I see his name, I think of you, Mike.
Oh, that's who is Clint Black? That's an off-air story, Jason.
I thought it was Keith Black.
No.
Keith Black Hemis.
That's a Keith Black.
Killing Time. Oh yeah, I know Clint Black.
Yeah.
Ido doesn't know him?
No, it's
okay. It sounds like a different story.
Yeah.
So this is Joe Wiltz, the Relentless. These are the 3.6 Pro Stock diesel trucks. They had one hook Thursday night only. It's the only one for Region 3, so they don't do an Enderley or anything for them. But these guys put on a good show. It was fun to watch all those guys.
Do they get to claim that they are season champions after winning?
No, they don't.
That's what I would do.
What's that like?
That's what I would do.
I'd make my own trophy.
I'm your points champ.
Yeah, I'd make my own trophy for sure.
Yeah.
Don't show Dakota's run from Sandwich. You can hear the rocker let go about 50 feet. Too big of a gear. More like, a lot of people said they had too big of gears. Travis Ames with the True Blue Ford said, I had the wrong gear. So. Again, this is from fullpull.live, everybody. And you can, if you're not a subscriber right now, sign up this week only, $19.99 for the first month. Then it goes back to the $39.99. But, look at the crowd they had for a Thursday night, guys, in the background. It was full. It was neat. But that's a big fair. I think it's we're an hour from Chicago.
Yeah.
And it's suburbs all the way around. So, which track has the best food and what was it? Ooh, that's a good question.
Lamar's, Iowa.
Yeah, the pork chops in a glove.
Oh,
I had pork chop on a stick in Unionville.
Yeah.
No, the pork chop in a glove. It's not just a fun novelty thing.
This is the question for everybody still watching. There's a couple of you left. Not everybody's gone to bed.
Yeah, only one of you's told us good night. Like, come on, guys, you got to have that.
Yeah, Monticello, Iowa is a huge fair. Dylan's right. Dylan said, thanks for announcing with me, Dylan. That was fun. Dakota, the Urbana special. Urbana special. That's Nirvana. They're a band. This is Urbana. That's this weekend. They're the home of Italy. So Dakota's saying the Urbana special. Cody's saying Monticello, Iowa has a huge fair with plenty of food options. There's a little smack talk in there between the dirts.
I like it. No, I like it when this happens.
Yeah. Nathan, did he used to drive a mini rod? Nathan, I feel like he did.
Maybe.
I feel like he did. Somebody will know. Somebody will know.
Not sure.
For the super stock diesel trucks, as well as the four-wheel drive trucks tonight.
Timmerman's went
All right,
one and
Dylan, we
two.
saw a little bit different line there for Nathan. He went to the far left. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it looks soft. I think he needed a little bit more nose sway. As you saw, it wasn't happy. It wasn't sitting back and keeping the front end about 2-3 feet off the air. 2-3 feet in the air. It was more just kind of a up and down. It's basically hooking and unhooking the truck the whole time.
That's my guess.
Good looking truck. Good looking pass. We'll wait for Nathan Faust here to come off. Former mini rod puller.
Dakota, you guys earlier in the
Dylan
class.
said the front end just came up just a little bit, but he never really carried it. Had a couple bounces there. He's going to slide into second place there at 327.34. 327.34. For Nathan, he went to the far left. What do you think of that? Nathan's putting the hood up here on the beautiful hang time truck. Just moved into second place. Nathan just moved into second, 327. Timmerman's still out there at 339. You're the first one to try that left side.
We didn't think anything was in the center or right side, so we tried running that line and just couldn't pull up.
So if you had to
Mike,
be a bet,
first,
man, what do you think you're going to
their
finish up with
helmets
that
off.
pass here tonight?
And it was kind of roar. And then I made drivers take their helmets off, and I could talk to them.
Lawrence Line, the totally hooked truck there out of Clarissa, Minnesota.
I was happy, Dylan. I thought we did a good job with it.
Totally hooked. Just slid into the fifth spot at 305. I'm going to go around. I'm going to talk to Lawrence here in a second, see if he would have changed anything.
And with the wireless, see, there I am up in the picture, Mike.
I like that. I think that's a neat feature that Full Pull does with the two shots at the same time.
They'll do a lot of sign up on that. So I'm going to go talk to Tim.
Here is the chance.
Here. We got to watch.
He did not have a good hook, Cody, at all.
Fans, for all you Cummins Steelers fans, everybody
Cody,
loves
I just
this
looked up
truck.
and saw Cody's name on the
Everybody
screen.
loves this truck.
He finally said, I just pinned it to win it. It'll come.
Cummins Killers fans at home, fingers crossed, toes are crossed. I can't say it enough. These guys have nobody that makes it through a max run like this. Somewhere Jeremy Wagler is happy as can be. Here we go. Great kick. All right. So we want to see a number bigger than 305, right, Dylan? Just guessing. I'm going to head over to Tim Skelton here. Well, they took him away. They were going to stop Tim Skelton, so the bone is gone. So
come back, Tim.
Again,
I was trying to train all the tractor drivers to pull them ahead a little bit, Mike, and then stop them.
Hensley's in second at 6 points back. Went 341. He's not out there in that 341 land. Dylan's telling me that 305 is sixth place right now. This is kind of exciting.
He wants Shane Kellogg to win a points championship this year. Who? No, he's got Trump 2024 on the side there. I thought he was rooting for Shane Kellogg. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Craig stumbled a little bit coming off the line. Going to move into fourth place. That should lock it up, don't you think, Dylan? So unofficially, we're going to call the Cummins Killer 3 your Grand National Champion. Yeah, he's in 4th place. Yeah, that's only 3 points. What's one
You're
to go?
surmising that that's our
It is-
first ever Duramax
Greg
to
Dickey
win
is
a
your
points
Grand National
championship in the
champion.
super
You
stock
watch
diesel
Tim
truck
Skelton
class.
on the phone.
Yes.
How
and
exciting
I
is
still
this?
feel pretty confident about it. I don't
Cummins
think
Killer
anybody
3,
else
they
has
have
really
been
corrected
fighting
it
that
since
thing for
then.
years.
So.
Went
I
down
know
to
a
Diesel's
man
Dark
who
Motors
I
last
guarantee would know the
fall.
answer.
Really just won both nights.
Dan
That
Mayer?
truck's been
Yep.
awesome since. He said they burnt a piston here last year, fixed it, and went down there. So we're going to talk to our Grand National champion, Craig Dickey, the Cummins Killer 3. I just can't walk. Got close.
Oh, Van
For quite a
Hasley about
while.
jumped out of the truck when it go.
Peterson
did you
said
have
he said he tried a
That
new
man?
gear and he knew that wasn't
Oh,
going to
yeah,
hold.
man.
I asked him who he was going to beat him.
But
and he
Mike,
said
this was
everybody.
fun doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Getting right up there and talking.
Oh, yeah.
What do I have to do? Here we go. Rock hard ram.
He takes the lead. He's the first one to run this left side, guy, and just nailed it. Just freaking nailed it.
Oh, buddy. New leader. Now Craig Dickey knows this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. As long as Craig doesn't finish, 7 spots back? Yeah, because he's 6 points back there. So Craig Dickey just knows what he has to do. Van Hasley slid that sled all the way over the far left side. I think the hero or zero move turned into a hero move, Dylan.
Yep, and I think you told Craig back there, you're going to work for it. If you want, you got to come after me.
And they told me the radio is 35 miles an hour down the track. He drove it like a stud.
Ooh, that's a good camera shot. Who does the starting line
Dakota
camera for full
Skuzicek
pull?
coming up next with the big
Scott
horn
Skirble.
on the 4-wheel drive mod side.
He's
They're
been
third
trained
in
as
the
well
points.
by the best,
It's
Mike.
not over yet. I'm going to have Van Hasley take his helmet off. I'm going to get a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, Doug told me today. He goes, you just shut
Van
up.
Hasley just took
On
the
our
lead,
meeting.
35 miles an hour, taking advantage of this great sandwich track here tonight at the DeKalb County Fair. The Frieders, very, very proud of building this track. Scott and all of his family. Big fireball there for Van Hasley.
Yeah, you guys wait for Van. This was such a fun.
There it
interview.
is, 5 feet over Shy Diesel.
Was this Cody or Dakota driving tonight? Dakota?
Oh, there it went. Yep.
Yeah.
You could hear the RPMs just plummet.
It's a beautiful truck, though.
Yeah.
James, I don't want to talk about the Cyclones. I lost $100 on that.
Van Hasley, look
Look,
right over there, buddy.
Van was so excited.
35 miles an hour, 341 feet. You're our new leader. Rock hard, Ram. Rock hard, Ram. I love it. I love it, man. Okay, so you're the first one to try that left side.
I just kept watching the rollers, Jason, and every time they were rolling over there, at the start of the show, it was soft. Me and you talked. They kept rolling that path every time. Rollers are creatures of habit. Hey, the truck did everything it's supposed to do, baby.
All you can do. Good luck to you, sir. Go back and
That
watch
was
the
so
rest of this
fun.
class. Now,
That's an interview, man.
I don't want to wish
That's
bad luck on the Cummins Killer.
that's
because
awesome.
They're great people. But I laid the gauntlet down.
he laid the
I
gauntlet
laid
down.
the gauntlet
The rock
down.
hard Ram Van Hasley, everybody. Nobody had got close for quite a while to Shy Diesel
Yeah,
at all.
Crowder laid one out there like 336
At all.
out of the gate, and everybody else was back, and all of a sudden here comes Van, so he nailed it.
He
so.
is in a really good mood. He said he laid the gauntlet down, Dylan. Don't you think? How'd we do over there
Did
on the
you
4-wheel
cover-
drive mod side?
Matt Zadepski, we're just showing
285, so not a
the
good
replay
look
of full
for
pull live from
Dakota,
Sandwich,
right?
Illinois. Andrew
big
Scott,
horn
I might
comes
be
in
late to the
tonight.
party for this one, but did you cover that
Here.
one truck and you build it?
There is Jeff Meifik. It's the coolest helmet.
Yeah, he came up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did we get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, most of it.
Most of it? But it was fun, Mike. I'm going to try that again more. Just learning to turn people, face the camera, make sure the wireless mics are working. We're going to try some of that this weekend, you and I. I got some ideas, Mike, from Bedford. So.
I grew up on a steady diet of watching like I don't remember what it's called, American Cavalcade of Power or something like that. It was on TNT, and you would watch all these old pulls from the Astrodome and from Fort Recovery. And the first thing they would do, they would always get a camera shot, and the puller would take his helmet off, put his hat on, and then they'd have the trackside interviewer always interviewing them. And that's a cherry on top when it comes to broadcasting that I think is just
we need to get to that.
Part.
And that's one thing we talked about after the show was like, if we could have a camera guy kind of follow me around and make that shot better. You know what I mean? So then I can come inside of there and do it. So, Michael, what was the 4-wheel drive issues at Buckner? Saw something.
Whole shot, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. It
Tight
was
track.
you had to your throttle work and your clutch work had to be perfect. And you guys know how that goes. If you're too light and too soft, you don't have any momentum built when it gets to that big end. And if you're too aggressive early, hoppity skippity bouncy. So you had to have both to get through that, to build the momentum to get way out there on the big end. There were some that went out there, but there were a lot. Most of them hopped 100-foot option, came back and hopped again. We had one break, but it was just it was a bite and sow of a track.
Kenzie's looking for some video right now. Is that the one? That's Josh Major.
Yeah. That's where he gets hopping.
Is that Buckner?
Mm-hmm.
How many 4-wheel drives do you have down there, guys? Starting at
8.
8 or 9.
Yeah.
That was a good biting track.
Yeah,
it really was.
Yep.
Mike, would you pilot the Bighorn for us in Nashville?
There you go, Mike.
Oh, duh.
Well, yeah.
I would be very scared, but very excited at the same time.
Oh, no. I'm not driving anything. No. I'm not a driver.
Yep.
No, you boys need Dakota and Cody need to drive. That's your truck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start Mike out in the stock class. I'm gonna get him a 1984 something. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm gonna put Schultz Mortgage Team on the side of it.
Let's just why don't we just go break the tie rods on my F-150? You know,
Okay.
Isn't that what everybody does at the county fair? You go out there and you just lock it in 4-wheel drive and get the yeah. I mean, if we've seen that video once, we've seen a million of those. I'll just start off there, you know.
I'll bring Sarah to Bedford. Yeah, Sarah doesn't go to tractor pulls that much. So
hey, are you going to be in Bedford this weekend?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sweet. This is my last Outlaw show. We might have to.
The problem is we have to get to Spencer.
We have to leave that night because
that sounds.
I'll drive. He can have fun. I'll drive.
I stepped on the scale this morning. It's time for Jason to start behaving again. We can't drive it next year. My best friend's getting married that weekend. All right, if your best friend's getting married the weekend of the Pullers Championship, you need to have a little chat.
Yeah, you might need a new best friend.
You looking to sponsor a 4x4? Dakota, I can barely afford a diesel super stock. So
can we get a 4-wheel drive truck wrapped exactly the way the Outlaw production trailer wrapped? With the smiling face.
Alan Ulmer sent me a Snapchat of my face, and he turned it like one of the like those monsters, like Halloween things. The amount of people that have messed with that wrap on that trailer, it's been a hoot. It's been a hoot. Now, Ken Summers, kudos to your poll, buddy. I heard nothing but good things all night long. What did he say? He came with us 2 years ago.
Borrow the Escalade.
Well, yeah, you guys can borrow it. All good. Money talks, BS walks. Yes, it does. It does. Mike, anything else you want to touch on tonight? Kenzie, anything else running through your heads?
No.
This was a fun show. Pulling's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, we're gonna start swinging into interview mode here, buddy. So we're gonna need to get back on that. Kenzie and I are gonna go out and get some interviews with point champions. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It'll be a fun off season, and it's not gonna feel like much of an off season. What you saw the full pull live fall schedule. It's pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Michael?
I'm golden, man.
Kenzie,
let's get out of here.
Beers, money, pulling, and teamwork. 4 of my favorite things.
Love it.
So what ran out first, Mike?
What?
According to your Snapchat yesterday, what ran out first?
Oh, the beers actually, or Mike's enthusiasm or stamina. But no, we ran out of the beers. So
at your uncle's funeral?
No, I waited till I got home for those.
Okay.
But no, that's no. I sent out a poll on Snapchat, and it was a picture of the fire I had going on the back porch, the cooler, and the NFL Sunday night game, and I said, what will run out first? Quarters of football, beers in the cooler, or fire in the firebox?
Aaron Rodgers is playing right now.
Yeah, and he is. I've got the score because I've got the 49ers in my pool. We do a football pool every year, and I've got the Niners this year.
What's the score?
32-19 Niners.
No way.
Yeah. No, Aaron Rodgers, he got hurt in the first quarter. He's going to miss the whole season.
No, he's not.
I have no idea.
No, yeah. Kenzie brought up the back. No, he got hurt the first play of the game last year, I swear.
The first play, he was like, Aaron Rodgers for the Jet, and he's done.
But the Niners went to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs last year, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. They ran all the way down the end. So, well, cool. All right, let's go to bed. Game's over already. Well, thanks, Cody. I just thought of that.
Oh, final. Yeah. No, it literally says final right here on ESPN. They're winning right now, and they will be.
So, in summary, fullpoll.live, sign up this week for $19.99. Save $20 your first month. They unveiled their fall schedule. It's going to be awesome. Dragway 42 this Saturday. Nevada, Missouri this Saturday. Ryan Merritt's going to wants you to come to White Plains, Georgia this Friday and Saturday. The Outlaws want you to come to Bedford, Iowa Saturday, Spencer, Iowa Sunday. And it's the first time Spencer's one session, 2 tracks, right? Because in the past it's been,
2 sessions, 1 track.
We were at the bar kind of watching, but Let's Grow Pulling was more important. Cody, love you, bro.
I agree.
Love you, bro.
I agree. Priorities.
Ken Summer says, Kevin, Kurt, and Ryan help us out a bunch with the track. Really appreciate them. Oh, hold on. I saw
The fish was really good, Ken, by the way.
I saw a really, really cool picture. They are starting to campaign of you and I driving the Bighorn. Why would they want somebody to drive that knows how to drive one?
Because.
Don't you, I mean, what you would do, Mike, if you had a truck? And like, that's why Doug Meisinger drives my tractor.
Oh,
I don't. Yeah, I would like to be an owner of a vehicle.
Look at this picture of Buckner. Look at that. That is badass. That's what it's all about, right there.
Yep.
If that doesn't make Ken Summers happy, Ken's sipping on a.
Well, they started parking the semis. They started parking the haulers over where the spectators were across the road back to the west. I mean, it was a big pull. It was awesome.
They were running out of room.
That was neat that we had on Tracy from Nevada, and they have a pull this week, and MSTPA was there, and her husband Greg got the win. That was good karma.
You can't ride it better than that.
Man, I can't ride it. We tried. No, I love it. Love it. And Donnie Reeves was there from California, not Missouri. That's so funny, Mike.
That's just 100% truth.
That could be a t-shirt. Well, cool. Guys, great show. We'll be back every Monday night, 8 o'clock. Kenzie and I will be in Bedford and Spencer. Mike's coming to Bedford. He's wussing out, not going to Spencer with us. We might talk him into it yet.
I've thought about, unless I get a helicopter, because
and Summers has a helicopter.
I have to be at work on Monday for that one, and it's like a 6-hour drive. And what are you gonna do? Leave at 1 a.m? That doesn't sound fun.
We'll be done by 5.
Huh?
It starts at 1. We should be done by 4 or 5. I'm trying.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Okay, that's my job.
That's my job. All right, before we get Mike in trouble, on behalf of Kenzie, the Mike Idol with the stash, we love you all. Truck and tractor pulling is the greatest motorsport in the world, and we want you to have a great night. Bye, Mike.
See you guys. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Let's make some noise. Good running. John Deere, Animal Deep Iowa coming up. We got 4 right behind.